it off last week, you guys had done a little bit of investigation around the street. His name I've forgotten. And
poop on our shoes.
Devon Street.
Yes, it was all Devon stuff.
Yeah.
And you found not much above ground, but some markings down underground in the sewers.
I think there was 2 above. The first one in Devon.
Yeah, and then I think there was one on an actual cover.
Yes, that was it. Yeah.
So that was some progress.
Yes,
and then
we brought it back to what's his face.
Yeah, you brought the handful of symbols that you did discover back to Garrick, and you chatted to him for a bit, and then when you were about to leave, he mentioned that this Hale character, who supposedly runs the Silent Blades, or at least is the heavy, the mouthpiece of the Silent Blades, was currently in the establishment. And that's pretty much where we left it.
Got it. Okay. Did everybody read through the plan that I put in the Discord?
When you posted it, yes.
Yeah,
but
sure.
It involves me being a distraction or something? Me and Carl?
It's effectively... So the way I pitched it was, do you remember the bit in The Matrix where Morpheus rings Neo and gives him directions over the phone to try and get out of the office without getting caught?
Yeah, but it's
and we kind of do that in reverse. So I will look at Garrick and say I am going to need a minute, a map.
Yeah, Garrick's disappeared from the scene. He's fucked up downstairs.
Yeah, I made him feel awkward if I remember rightly.
Yeah,
and then he left.
Just basically fucked up.
Okay. We're gonna need a room.
Well, he's not in this one.
Yeah. We're in a private room?
No, you left and went back to the main bar.
Yeah, okay, that's fine. Okay.
And he
we were down in the cellars. We came up and we pointed out that Matey was over in the corner.
Yes, yeah. I think you were all in the bar. I stayed behind, so assume I have wandered up now, and Garrick's gone because Garrick.
Okay.
Yeah, and he has been pointed out to you.
Yeah.
I'm going to say he's upstairs in a booth somewhere.
Yeah.
But you've been given directions and a description of him.
Is anybody with him?
There is. He seems to be doing business with somebody else. And then give us a perception check, whoever is kind of initially scoping him.
Perception check, sure.
Someone who's good at it.
Jed?
I'm good at perception.
For a total of 22?
Sorry, Jed's good at it.
So you notice that there's this young man, late teens, hanging out in a booth a few booths away, but he's keeping an eye on Hale.
Okay.
I can't open my character sheet. Can anyone else?
I've got yours open.
Looks to be approximately the same kind of I don't know, economic status for around these parts.
That's fine. But he's casually glancing over towards Hale, and Hale is doing business with a couple of other people who are dressed slightly differently.
Yeah, there's just one other guy. He looks to be a bit better off, and he looks to be his current... it looks like he's on the back foot of whatever deal is being done.
That's fine. Okay.
And Hale is pressing him.
Okay.
How far away is the man that's watching them?
Probably 15, 20 feet.
Okay.
Up a couple of tables.
Yeah.
You export it as a PDF and send it to me, guys, because I can't do that.
Yeah, I was
2 booths back, I would say.
Why did not? I mean, I'll send you the link first, see if that works, but it probably won't.
I just keep getting the fucking
Yeah.
Whoops, we rolled a 1 on the API check. It won't open.
Huh. I don't think I can export it as a PDF. But you don't
Have
have
you
any
got-
spells, so I'll just send you the main page.
Yeah, thanks. Sorry, Gav.
It's kind of over to you guys. If you need a map, let me know. But
We don't need a map of the pub per se. We know our way around well enough, and we know how to get back to our private room. Yeah, okay. I can't get Sam's page open for some reason. That's okay.
Here's Jefferson, right? I've got it open.
Yeah, yeah, fine. Yeah, no problem. What am I
fine.
trying to say there? Okay. First off, I just want to kind of chill out for a minute because I can get a spell slot back and I might need it. I don't know if I can do that while I'm doing anything else, in which case, if I can, what I'll do is I'll do that while laying out what I want to do as a plan. Once per long rest, you can perform an esoteric rite for 1 minute. Gav, are you going to rule that I can do that while laying out what the plan that I've got in mind?
No, got it.
sure.
Yeah, okay, fine. I'm going to spend that.
This conversation doesn't seem to be wrapping up.
Mm.
So what we have here is basically this section here is a corridor of sorts with a bunch of high tables dotted around it and the odd people drinking at it. The inner rectangle is a bunch of private rooms. So there's doors into them. There's windows, little windows in the doors. Most of them have curtains pulled over them. And then all around the outside are these sets of booths. They don't have doors into them. And they're divided at about head height, although the ceiling goes a little higher.
Okay.
And they're like a central long table with enough for, say, a good 8 people either side of the table. So they're quite large. They're kind of a 15 by 15 foot thing.
And we're intending to draw this guy away to talk to him.
A private, I want to think of like a private room in a spot where I can reasonably convince this guy that there is an escape that there isn't. So the basement might be perfect, or some kind of back room.
What if we use my powers of newspapery, and I pull out a parchment with, the fucking Crown and Throne watermark on it, which I'm assuming I'm carrying with me, and request a meeting in the basement and get one of you to run it over, and then we'll wait downstairs for him. Like a so and so from
Official summons from someone. Official.
Yeah. Yes. Whatever.
Maybe.
Why would he want to meet with
This guy runs in a thieves guild.
Yeah, he'd probably
Exactly.
jump out. He'd probably jump out the window. To be fair,
He will. Yeah. It would be unlikely he would return favor.
Yeah, that's why I'm thinking that we hoodwink him into thinking A, he's in danger, and B, the voice in his head can get him out of danger.
what about the person that's watching them? Why don't we go talk to that person, or one of us does, and be like, "Hello, what are you up to?"
I could literally just write on it a profitable venture for you.
Yeah, no, I'm not saying it's impossible, but requesting from an official source.
We could do that
probably
with
going
a
to reject.
non-official source. Like anyone could scroll down this paper.
I'm interested in talking to the person who's watching him.
Go on.
All right, well, they're sitting at the far end from where I've drawn on the stairs. I'll just draw in the booths, their booths, and I'll leave it at that. There's a corner booth here, and that's where this guy is having his conversation.
Cool.
Mm-hmm.
And then 2 booths further back, the guy is sitting, the younger guy is sitting there. Hale is sitting back there, and the person he's talking to is sitting opposite him. They're the only 2 in that booth. And these booths are open. There's no doors in the center, so there's probably an opening at the diagonal there. So, and this is open to the public, the inner section, so you can kind of walk around there.
Is that stairwell the only way up to the floor?
Yes, you would assume that there's access somewhere to an attic space. Most of the buildings in this neck of the woods are all would have attic space, as in they're all, I don't know what the term is, like V-shaped fucking roofs.
Yeah.
Well, look.
Yeah.
I'm just going to go and talk to this guy. I'm going to go over and say, buy you a drink.
Okay.
All right, so when you walk
as Larry goes up to move, I need specific in which order I do this. I'm going to set up a telepathic link with Hale. Not say anything yet, but so that I can telepathically speak to him, so long as he's within 30 feet of me and I can see him.
Okay, so that's going to kind of limit you to a handful of squares down this side.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah.
You know.
And
when there are tables down these, if
Yeah.
you can find an empty table, just plant your ass on one.
Yeah, if I can sit, I can look away from him to do that, and then maybe if Larry's going upstairs to do that at the same time, or if Carney, you going to go upstairs? You'd be a good candidate for what I'm going to do next.
I can start making my way up the stairs.
Yeah, what I would suggest, Khan, is if you position yourself where you can look intimidating, as though you are going to try and block this guy's way out, like I've suggested, and just kind of keep an eye on him without... Make it look like you're trying not to look at him, but he's smart enough to pick up on it. Does that make sense? And I will give Khan a pat on the shoulder as I tell him this, and I'm going to use my Gaze of Two Minds feature, and I'll let Gex back to telling what he's going to do, but before I tell you what else I'm going to do with that.
I will be sat pretending to have a conversation with you, Jed.
Yeah, absolutely brilliant. I can tell you what's going on. Yeah.
Okay, well, what I'll do is I'll replace our boys with these mini tokens.
I think it would be good to have someone watch the stairs, though.
Yeah, I can sit in a position if I'm sitting down at this end. Me and Sutton are sitting down here. Right?
Don't worry, I can move fast.
And if the rest of you guys would like to place yourselves where you are.
Where do you want to be, Jed?
Down at this end, but I'll blue this one.
Blew yourself. Well,
Exactly. Sit here so I can see. I want to make sure that this works this way.
Don't get me wrong, I can move pretty far in a turn as well.
So I'm watching the stairs, and then through Khan's eyes, I'm also watching the rest of the situation. I can do both at the same time.
So, Karn, give us I'm going to say a stealth check. It's more like an inconspicuous check. Like this guy is a shifty player. He's sat with his back against a wall for a reason. He's his eyes are darting up to the entranceway to this booth.
And there's an 8-foot tall barbarian standing in the room.
Yeah.
4.
So he glances over to you, and just as you kind of your eyes dart towards his booth as you sit down on one of the creaking bar stools, and then you glance away again, and you have your beer in front of you. So you're fairly confident that he is aware of you. It's kind of hard to miss you. So your kind of job is done in that regard.
And no problem.
Oh, it's sorted itself out now. I only have advantage on athletics and acrobatics.
Right. Okay.
So Larry's the dude in the cloak there. Who's the guy with the fuck off battle axe? Is that Perseus? No, Perseus is
That's
purple.
Guy.
That's
That's
Karen.
my dude.
Why are you
Okay,
wearing
so
armor?
In order for you to see him, you're gonna have to be like, or for him to see you, you're gonna have to be sitting at a table, kind of down, kind of descent.
I'm just going to be walking down this way to begin with,
Yeah, okay.
Patrolling.
pretty much.
Making himself known.
Okay, so
Also,
Larry-
I'm going to make it like I'm looking for something, but not looking superly hard.
Maybe
going
you've
to
already
have,
found it.
Yeah, I'm going to have like grabbed a drink from one of the staff, and I'm going to slap this guy on the shoulder as though he's my best friend, and sit down across to him and say, "How you doing? Ain't seen you in ages. You're looking hale and hearty."
he immediately looks shifty, looking left and right. I don't know you. He says he's a skinny kid, probably malnourished, looking came from street stock. Too young to have fought in the war.
Well, I'll just make a friendly gesture, like I'll put my thumb up and cast friends, and say, "Oh, don't worry, we're going to be the best of friends." He can make a wisdom save,
Oh yeah, friends get us to save now. Yeah,
apparently.
yeah, didn't used to.
Weird.
he utterly fails that.
Relax, we're on the same side. What you appear to be investigating young Mr. Hale over there. What is the occasion?
I work for Hale.
You work for Hale. Oh, you're bodyguard type?
Something like that.
Huh. Watching his back, making sure there's no spies.
Yeah, now you got it.
Okay. Anything
Right.
going on?
No, he's just meeting some businessman about some business. Doesn't tell me shit.
Yeah, I got a similar role. My boss is waiting for a meeting with Hale too. Buy a drink?
Yeah, sure. He says, looking down at like a half-empty beer that he has.
Yeah, I'll buy him a drink and like, name's Larry.
I'm Jim.
Jim. Oh yeah, nice to meet you. But former member of a thieves guild myself, actually, a long time ago. Looking to get in with the
keep your voice
locals.
down, mate.
It's fine. I'm speaking softly.
Okay. So you looking for work?
Absolutely.
Well,
There'd be a
probably-
chance because this guy would speak thieves' cant as well, huh?
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah, I was thinking that as well.
Good point.
Well, boss would be definitely interested. He's always looking to grow out the daggers.
The daggers.
Be back in a
Ooh, that's a
second.
snappy
Blades.
name.
The blades.
The
Sorry.
blades. Yeah. All right. Well, let me wait and see what my boss has got to say, and might meet up with you again later. Does he seem honest? Like when he's saying he's a bodyguard, does he seem like he is a bodyguard?
No, he's bigging himself up.
Okay.
You don't deny, or you don't think he's doesn't work for Hale.
Yeah.
But Hale is a figure who's probably 6'2", very stocky but overweight. You caught a glimpse of like loads of big fuck off rings on his fingers, like just steel, knuckle dust.
Probably doesn't need this little wretch.
Yeah, but this wretch obviously has something. And this guy's dressed a little bit better than this fucking street urchin, His clothes aren't
What's his name?
like-
Jim.
destitute. Yeah, Jim.
Well, you know what, Jim? I may come and call on you again. Talk to you about that business proposition. but no, you stay alert there. And yeah, I don't know. I'll give him a drink and I'll just kind of wander off. I don't know what the purpose of that was or why I did it, but
All we know is a god.
intel gathering.
As Larry is standing, I'm going to start
Oh,
whispering.
I will. Before that, I will also message Fern, and I'll say, "Kid's a guard, but he doesn't seem to be a threat."
Easy, got it. And I'll kind of see if I can catch Khan, maybe Percy's eyes, and gesture as though they should go upstairs.
I'm looking at the stairs, so
You're looking at the stairs,
Oops,
yeah, absolutely.
Wait, stairs up. This is stairs up.
Yeah,
No,
you're
upstairs is down.
Yeah, that's what I was.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So are we on a layer above Hale?
No, we're on the
No.
same layer, but there are stairs downwards from where we are.
Uh-huh. Got it. Okay, appreciate it. Misunderstood. Okay, in which case, yeah.
Yeah, the drawing in here is all one level.
Okay,
There's no balcony thing.
got it. Okay, I misunderstood. Yeah, effectively, just whisper in the back of Hale's head, and just say, "You need to get up and move. You're about to get jacked." See that guy leaving your boy's table? He's just put something in his drink. See the big fucker with the 8-foot shoulders, the axe with the cleaver?
So Hale will scoot out from behind his table and come over to here to look down to see somebody leaving.
And I'm just chatting with Sutton.
Yeah, no, I am chatting as well, and I'll give you a performance roll if you require one.
Yeah, or a deception roll, something like that.
Yeah, deception's probably better, isn't it?
Yeah, give us a deception roll, because this guy's kind of actively panicking now.
So, yeah, if I make the deception roll, and hopefully this will give you a sense that...
Yeah, 7. I rolled a 1.
Have you got inspiration?
Oh yeah, I'm a human. Yeah.
Goddamn humans. Scum.
Actually, I'll keep that because I get it back on a rest, don't I? So I'll just put it somewhere out of the
mine as well.
way.
Yeah, I'm gonna flip my inspiration and just count that as spent then.
If it's on this black drawer, it's spent.
I think you can flip it. Oh yeah, whatever.
Oh yeah,
17 on my deception check.
Yeah, I got a 9 in the end.
A total of 9. Okay, so Fern, you see Hale's eyes rest for just a split second on Jefferson.
Yeah.
And he turns back to the man he was talking to. There's this kind of stubby fat fingers pointing right into his chest. He whispers something threatening to him, and then he stands up and he starts walking. And he starts walking this way, out past you guys and down.
Okay.
Can I? Sorry, I would like to. Is there an empty booth here, or somewhere secluded?
No, the booths along here all have people in them.
Never mind, that's fine.
You could find you see an empty booth. This one here.
Crucially, where is the door? Like the main door?
Here is the exit downstairs. This leads you into the main bar, which takes up approximately.
Okay, so we're in a general kind of upstairs.
Basically,
semi-private area.
What I want to do then is
the main bar downstairs covers about that, and the exit is here.
I want to sneak into this booth, hide myself, and cast Disguise Self, just so I just look like a, I don't know, bald, overweight human or whatever. Just so, because he's already seen me, so I'm just going to sit here and wait, but look completely unrecognizable.
Yeah.
Nice. Okay, that's doable. So you've lost eyes on him.
Okay.
So I'm just sitting, watching the stairs, basically.
Yeah.
You see him, Lawrence. You see him coming around the corner.
Okay. Not that way. They're watching the stairs. And can I... I meant to have been looking through Khan's eyes, which isn't the best way to do it. If I can mage hand something to fall over, like a drink to fall over at his feet.
Yeah, that can be done.
What's the range on mage hand?
30.
30 feet.
I
Six
could
away,
do it,
so-
but you might have to tell me to.
I can do it. I can
At
do it
risk of
from.
metagaming.
Yeah, 60 feet from Khan's position. I can, so long as Khan's looking that way, I can cast 30 feet from.
Can't. Yeah, near enough. Jim stands up when Hale leaves, and he starts walking around this direction. So he is kind of
Following him also.
yeah, and he's about there when Hale is about to turn this corner.
You want me to intercept him? I'll whisper.
Yeah, I think if we can persuade him not to go downstairs.
Fancy the red one, is he?
The
Wait,
red.
we the goal is to get him to a secluded area where we can talk.
The
right?
goal is to get him into a room. Yeah,
And
so
we've got rooms in the middle, so we want to get into one of those rooms.
Yeah.
Are there any of them vacant?
are the rooms numbered?
Yes, they aren't numbered, but they have names. They're named after, I don't know, mountain ranges and fucking trees, or
Yeah.
valleys and shit around here.
I'll pluck one.
All right.
Just name
We'll
one.
say for convenience that this first room here is empty.
Not there. Into the older room.
Right. He turns, quickly nips in here.
I want to basically start jogging after his guard. And
Okay, so
overtly jogging after his guard, while pretending to be like eyeballing where his boss has just gone, as if I'm giving chase. Does that make sense?
you're so where are you on the map, Sam?
Over here at the moment.
So you're running after his boss, but in the direction.
running after the guard as if I'm going for his boss to give him the intent.
So are you following Jim as he goes down this corridor and around?
Yes, correct.
Okay,
and I'm trying to look threatening because we want to get him away from the dude.
Okay, so you reach here. He reaches the corner. His boss has just vanished.
I'll tell you what.
See him?
I could trip him up with Mage Hand.
Yeah, whatever. And I'll be stood there with a scimitar, as if like holding the scabbard, as if I'm about to draw the scimitar in one hand.
Okay, so as he comes around here, you trip him.
Yes.
He falls over. Jefferson catches up with him, and as he rights himself up, he turns to look at you with his with your hand on the hilt of your blade. He instantly reaches for a knife from inside his shirt that you didn't see, and we'll just.
I'm gonna. Did Jim see me in the booth?
Yes, but he didn't recognize you. Obviously.
Okay, so what I'm gonna do? Drop the illusion. I'm gonna message Jefferson and just say, "Run with it," and I'm gonna go. Jim, you all right? And I'm gonna throw like a fucking like a Hollywood haymaker stage punch at Jefferson to like knock him out, or not, or at least knock him backwards, but like a fake big like barely makes contact punch.
Yeah,
and then like,
you see it coming. Give us a performance.
A performance roll. Oh boy, let's see.
No, not you. Jefferson. So, because I'm sure you.
Oh, right. Oh, yeah. You're right.
So if he rolls with it, and
5.
How about use my inspiration?
Seriously, stop making me do charisma.
I have 0. Okay, that's better.
13.
So yeah, you fall back and roll, clutching your jaw.
I would say, Jim, quick! I'll handle this guy. Your boss ran downstairs.
He will scramble back, get to his feet, and dash off downstairs. Immediately scans the bar And yeah, we'll remove him from the board for the time being.
Nice.
Okay, I'll
Nice.
I'll offer Jeff a hand. Help him up.
Yeah, I'll get up. Oh my gosh. Oh, that was
Did I see
exciting.
this bloke enter that room?
Yes.
I'm gonna just.
I think we all
walk
saw
away
it.
then.
Yeah, I'm gonna head to the stairs and just like keep an eye down the stairs.
All right.
Yeah.
That was a good yin yang. I'm glad you told me to roll it.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, the only person I think you directly didn't see him enter was Jefferson, just because of where he was. But like the rest of you's now, I think.
Oh yeah. I was just trying to get him away. That was
Yeah.
my. Yeah.
Who's the talker? Is it Fern? I feel like Fern's probably the.
I've got any charisma score, so maybe.
Yeah, you're the talker of the
One-
party.
Warlock? So yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
Sam, you got
It's
Sam, you
about
got
to say
Sam, you got
It's either
plus
Fern
2.
or Percy. It's either Fern or Perseus.
Hey, Jeff's got plus 2. He's got great
loads.
charisma compared to me. I am charismatic. My character is not. I'm just I'm voicing him as charismatic. He just isn't.
At,
Yeah,
at
not
this,
free.
at this point now, I'll stand up and I'll take a stroll down to the Aspen room, the older room, older, not Aspen,
Elders,
older. Yeah.
Are we hearing Larry's internal monologue? This is what he thinks he's saying.
Yeah. He's actually just dribbling.
No.
Is that right about then? Larry realized he'd gotten himself into a world of trouble.
He's just saying the shit out loud, and we're all like, "What the fuck are you on about?"
Yeah, basically, yeah.
That would be quite
Is
funny.
everybody knows the accent is a fake?
Oh yeah. Yeah.
But the voice in his head is like, posh, because he
Yeah.
does come from royalty, I believe.
Uh,
Or at
it,
least no.
it was
nobility.
a form. No, it wasn't nobility. It was a formerly rich trader family who fell on hard
Oh,
times.
okay.
I believe something like that.
Yeah, so he's kind of upper
Merchant
middle
family.
class, but he just
Yeah.
talks with the American accent
Yeah.
to fit in.
Yeah.
Okay, so you've got this guy in the room. He has closed the curtain behind him. And obviously he's closed the door behind him.
I'll just stay and guard the stairs as well.
I'll whisper into his head again. So they've gone downstairs. You've gotten away. Wait there for a minute until it's safe.
You hear the door lock.
There's only one way in and out of that room, isn't there?
As far as you saw on the way up, yes.
As far as we are aware, is not the same as okay. but
Well,
that's fine.
he could also leave it in a box. Ah! Sorry.
I am going to get my thieves' tools out and stand ready, watching the door, with them hidden just inside my coat.
Okay. I'll drop the Gaze of Two Minds. I don't think I need that anymore. And walk up to the door. The psychic link that I had with the guy lasts my warlock level of minutes, so it'll last 5 minutes. I don't know if that's coming up now.
No, this whole thing probably took place over the course of 2 minutes, I think, at most.
Yeah, probably. Yeah. Okay. Cool.
With talking, yeah.
So I've got a couple of minutes. Yeah. Yeah, and just kind of knock gently on the door.
The window will twitch. You can tell by the way his stance that he's holding a blade of some sort.
I'll whisper it back into his head. It's me.
The door will unlock. The curtain will be pulled back across, and you can hear footsteps of a man retreating away from the door.
Okay. I'm gonna reopen. So drop the psychic link with that guy, and reopen it with Khan. The reason being, stay here for the minute.
Cool.
Probably.
Couldn't you just
back
say
a
it with
little bit.
words?
Yeah,
I mean, we're all stood like outside the room.
Yeah, but this guy's listening.
Okay, fair.
Yeah. And then yeah, I'll open the door just with my hand in a normal way.
Got my fixed tools away. No. Guess I won't be needing it.
Okay.
Okay, so where are you again? You stroll into the room.
Blue. Yeah.
He is backed into a corner as such. In the center of the table, in the center is a large round table.
Great.
Green baize stretched across it, and poker chips all stacked up in the center. On the four walls, there's paintings of, various monsters, weird oddities of the realms playing cards.
Excellent. Dog's playing poker, huh?
You notice a thin, unusual-looking short sword held kind of point down up across his chest, like he's a practice kind of knife fighter.
Yeah.
The ornate handle comes out the back, and it seems to be made of some sort of either painted black bone or something like that. And the blade itself is black and thin, curved, and long. Give us a history check.
History check. Yeah.
And
sure.
remind me of what race you are, Fern.
I'm human.
Okay. So just a regular history check.
Yeah, regular history check.
Bunch
It's
of
going to be
humans in this party. Fucking hell.
flat roll, actually. I've got no bonus on that, so.
I've re-rolled
It's rating
a
on what?
formerly
Yeah,
human
6.
character.
A 6. So, okay, you don't recognize this style of blade. It's unusual, to say the least.
Yeah.
What do you want?
Stay by the door.
I wanted to get you out of a sticky situation. Those men with verdant shields. Drummed up because they. Do you know what? I'm not entirely sure, but they've been following you for a little while. Dotting around town. I picked something out of one of their pockets a little while ago, and I'm going to pluck a piece of paper and just mark down the kind of constellation that we saw. What am I trying to say? Yeah, the kind of constellation markings that we found in the sewers.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Just on a piece.
You kind of throw it across on the table.
Yeah.
You'd approach the table, getting a bit closer to you.
Yeah. Yeah, and I'll put it down on the table and I'll lean back. I want to watch his face in particular, see if he reacts.
He picks it up.
They seem to think you're tied up with this.
So, gibberish to me. Give us an insight check.
Yeah, absolutely. I could make an insight check. I could subtly cast Detect Thoughts. What do we think there, gang?
One of these options is free.
Yeah, I mean... Will you allow me to do one and then the other, Gav?
Yeah, I'm calling that cocked.
I make the insight check.
I think you can do whatever you want.
+3, not bad.
Insight... yeah, is that a... 13? Not loads.
So, you're not entirely sure.
Okay.
This guy's line of business probably has made him an adept liar.
Yeah.
Gibberish. Anyway,
Yeah.
what do you want with me? What's in it for you?
I'm just a gal looking for work. You know, been around the country, seen a couple of things. But you can see where my skills might come in handy.
How'd you know to find me here?
Another skill of mine. And I will mage hand a couple of the poker chips up into the air. kind of flick them around like a person rolling the chips on their knuckles.
Oh.
I don't take drinks from strangers either, unlike the current choice of bodyguard that you've employed.
Ah, he just laughs. Kid's all right.
Everyone's got to learn somewhere, right?
Yeah, and he'll be getting taught a lesson when I get back home. So,
Yeah. I mean,
these Gretchens.
yeah. What's the work like these days? I haven't been in Verdun for a little while. I know that it was the Silent Knives, is that right?
Yeah. Silent Blades.
Silent Blades. I know the Blades are the folks to come for to, but well, I'm curious. Don't get me wrong. What's the racket?
Oh, well, you know, we got our fingers in a lot of different pies. Sorry, they've got their fingers in a lot of different pies.
Yeah.
From what I hear.
Yeah. A little bit of gravy under your nails yourself.
Yeah, who hasn't?
And I will hold my palms out flat. Fern's hands are filthy and calloused. Like she spent, the first part of the year swinging a pickaxe and nothing else.
He'll come around the table towards you. Well, they still in the building?
I'll literally visibly sniff, and then I'll speak silently to Khan and say, just get out the way of the window. I don't want to risk him seeing you. Any of you.
I'd like to clarify that I am in this booth hiding. In case he comes out and has a look.
Yeah, the booth with the X in it is empty. And you can probably find another one nearby that's empty too. Yeah. Perseus is still, at the top of the stairs? The bottom of the stairs?
I was at the top, but I'll just as I see Khan move away and disappear, I'll just duck down to the bottom of the stairs.
Okay, so we'll just move you to kind of leaning up against the post at the end or whatever. Yeah. Okay, so
and I'm going to make a show of like as though I'm doing some divination magic. I'll do a kind of sniff and maybe let my eyes roll back while I'm sending that psychic kind of suggestion to Khan, and then I'll look back at Hale and say they're miles away.
I can use common sign language to actually sign to everyone to move and hide.
Yeah, did we all take sign language?
Nope. Didn't even know that was an option.
No.
I didn't get it as an option.
I got Thieves' Cunt, so I've basically already got it,
Yeah, true.
I took sign language as well as Khan. Yeah, fine.
Okay, so Hale will approach the table.
Yeah.
Pull out a chair, indicate for you to take a seat on the opposite side of the table.
Yep.
And he'll throw us the bit of paper back at you.
Yeah.
Or, across the table. Why don't we negotiate your terms?
I'm real cheap. Just got to be upfront with me.
There she is.
You can see, right? Knowledge is power. I'm a gal that likes knowledge.
Oh, you could fit in nicely then. Well, I like to run things. So I don't like getting these hands dirty when I don't need to. So, for the blessing and the sharing of information, you pay me 30% of all you take.
We'll do 35, but you name your source every time. I need to know what's reliable. Information's like bread. It's no good if it's bad. And
my information's always reliable. I don't truck with that I don't truck in stale bread either.
Nah. A little bit of ergot on the wheat can drive anyone crazy.
Oh, I know.
Bread.
Now-
I inspect the bread before it gets used. You obviously, like you said, are new to this city. And the blades. And the people that run it. The higher ups, you know. They don't share their sources. Because that's what turns your sources into corpses.
Jesus Christ.
I
Yeah, you
definitely
get
got to
the
kill this
idea.
guy.
He's not too smart.
Yeah.
So you can keep that extra 5%. That's a non-negotiable.
Sort of imagine this bloke with a dodgy South African accent.
Isn't every South African accent dodgy?
Denny Archer from Rhodesia. Sorry.
Succulent Chinese meal.
I mean, that guy was
The dude
Australian,
Andy
but whatever.
Serkis plays
Was it?
in,
Yeah.
No, that guy was Australian.
Yeah. Anyway, we back in a moment.
Alright. Where and when?
That's the beauty of it. Miss. He's kind of indicating he wants to know your name.
Yeah, I'm wondering how cool I can be about this. I can prestidigitate a non-magical trinket. I'm going to prestidigitate like a fern leaf, as though it's just like a magician will flick a hand, and a card will appear in their fingers. I'm going to do like that, and have like a sprig of fern, and just say it like that. Just call me Fern.
Right. The way it works is you look for your own work. When things run dry for you, we might set you up with things. Every now and then we'll do things together. You and a few other collegiate folk. Yeah, I'll let you know the areas of the city you shouldn't be in and what nights you shouldn't be in them. I'll let you know the areas we don't work in.
Now that's a fucking racket, man. I pay you to find my own work.
I will throw you a bone every now and then.
Nah.
But I got no use with somebody who can't at least, think for themselves, which I think you clearly can. And I can't work with people who aren't capable.
I will smile gently at the guy. And I think
I don't want every finger pointing at me when you fuck up.
I think in the back of Khan's head there's alright, you can come in now. This guy's not telling me what I want.
I will follow him in.
Right.
Yeah.
Wait, what? We're strong arming him now.
He's not telling me what I want to know.
Then I will say back in my head, who is this talking to me? And I told you to say my fucking hell. Because Khan still doesn't really know who Jed's
Yes, of course, yeah. Come into the room and scare the nice
It's his
man.
conscience that he's never had.
I guess I'll just sort of lean against the door because he's seen me, and he knows I'm shifty, and I'll pull out a little knife and pick my nails with it.
Okay, well, he'll obviously kick back from the chair.
Do not stand in front of the door.
The blade is never left his hand, but is now back up in a fighting position.
A real
he looks
fucking
around the
polite,
room.
simple question.
Fucking bitch.
And I tried being polite. Tried offering you a little more money than even you were asking for.
Yeah, well, that was suspicious. And he's gonna bolt for it.
What, through all of us?
Yep.
I'm gonna kick the door in.
No, you're already in there.
Oh.
Like, that's the only reason he reacted like this.
Yeah,
I'm gonna cast Charm Person on him.
Oof.
Yep, solid.
Wisdom 12.
Okay, let's rewind to the render 2. He's still sitting down. Karn's been asked to come in. Karn, what are you doing?
I'm walking down and then kicking the door in. Then,
Okay.
then standing in the doorway.
Jed, you're sitting down. You're at a distance of the door.
Yeah. Thank you.
The door gets the little latch on it doesn't stand a chance, and Karn enters the room, standing now 5 feet over the seated Fern. The guy reacts. He kicks back his chair, gets up into a fighting position. Oh, you fucking bitch!
And I'll explain to him, it's like, look, I tried to ask you very politely. Tried to offer to make things sweet. So that we could both work out. All I want is a little information as to whose pie in particular your fingers have been gracing.
Crikey.
Karn, give us an intimidation check.
Okay. Where are my fucking? There it is. D20. That'd be 17.
He looks kind of Fern dead in the eyes with hatred. Looks up at Karn, and you can see the bit of fear creep in.
Do I hear the lads moving in behind me?
Literally, it's like fucking 10 feet, 5 feet away. Don't worry, we're just standing in the door.
So I'm going to step forward a bit. And
Yeah. Okay. And he'll
big sticker will not do you any good, little man.
he puts the knife back inside like an underarm holster, and he goes, I got a bit of business with people using these symbols. In fact, I got a bit of a meet with them tonight. Maybe if I tell you where and when, we can make this thing all blow over.
Where and when? Where and when? Like black and white on piano keys.
Could let him go if we catch them or something.
Can anyone remember what time of day it was?
You can leave with your
late afternoon, evening.
Yeah.
I'm meeting them tonight, midnight.
Leave with your bones unbroken, maybe.
I'll
Call back your dog.
I'll have heard this and I'll say, hey, Fern, maybe we could agree to let him go free if we find out who he's meeting.
Yeah. All I want to know. Got no business with the blades.
So when he meets them, we'll go after the people he's meeting and he can run off.
Yeah.
Surely that should be down to the lieutenant.
That's true.
Wait, who's the lieutenant?
Me.
Oh, yeah. Sorry, Percy.
Percy's just downstairs. He's not even involved in all this shit right now.
I mean, you could have come upstairs when you heard Khan kick the door in.
Yeah. Definitely heard the door go for
That's why. That's why I'm
true.
saying I've run over because I saw Khan kick the door in. Like,
if I heard the door get busted in from
Like,
just
so there's people
downstairs,
leaving
I'd head
tables, and
upstairs.
there's people sticking their heads out of booths, and
ruckus.
they're just walking to other tables. This is not all that uncommon in this establishment.
Yeah, I'll head back upstairs then. And
These
just like
poker
keep an
games can get
eye.
spicy. you can see Karn in there through the door threatening. It's like,
Karn.
okay, look, they're these fucking weird elves. They're out of town. I met them. We meet them down the sewers. I can show you where. But, like, you don't want to cross these cunts.
What's...
We can handle ourselves, good sir.
I'm curious to what sort of business he's been doing with these elves.
Are any of us elves? None of us are we?
I am.
You are.
I'm gonna rule I'm like half elf.
There's no half race rules anymore, but yeah, it's definitely.
Yeah, I know. But like,
yeah,
that's retarded.
I think the guidance in the book is just pick one race and say that you're half and half.
Yes. So that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Full blown orc.
Yeah, there is orc is,
which is nice because like, yeah, I didn't do anything with Jethro being a half orc. Just kind of he's basically an orc.
Not yet.
So, carry on. Yeah, fair.
We've been supplying them with information about the city. They wanted to know where, people lived. Mostly rich cunts. Really no skin off my back, and they paid well. In gold. And other trinkets. And he kind of opens his waistcoat to show you
until
the
they
ledge.
invade. and the skin comes off your back.
As soon as I hear him mention like them wanting locations and stuff, Perseus is gonna head to the door and like lean against the door frame, his arms crossed, and just say, "And how many of those people have wound up dead so far?"
Well, I don't keep track, A couple. Maybe half a dozen.
Maybe
and not all of them.
All of them, yeah.
Like, half a dozen people go missing in the city every night.
But how many are their targets?
I don't know. We've supplied them with maybe 10, 12 names so far.
Boss?
Yes.
See? I think we're on to it. If we watch this meeting, we're there, casual, like maybe hiding. We can find these guys, maybe follow them, and then ambush them and see what they got.
Keep a list of which names you've given out so far.
Oh, I'd have to. Straightens up his waistcoat. I'll have to check my records.
Sure you do. Like you'd write anything like that down.
I say we hand him to the Inquisitors.
What's an Inquisitor?
It's us, isn't it?
I mean, yeah,
Actually,
we're
Mark.
kind of the Inquisition at this point, yeah.
See.
Alright, I think we should, let him go. Tell us where the meeting is. Follow him. I'll go to the meeting, and then we engage upon these elven folk and try and...
I don't think we should let him go. We should.
Alright, wait, maybe we follow him.
Keep it in character until
Sorry.
Perseus is going to
situation is resolved, and then make a decision out of character, or then talk about it in character.
Yes.
Perseus is going to step over next to Karn and place like one of his left hand on his shoulder, and then he's just going to look directly at Hale. So, here's the deal, Hale. You come with us. We keep an eye on you until the meeting. You go to the meeting. We get the others. You go free. Understand?
Yeah, that sounds like a deal.
And if you try to cross us, and I'm just going to tap Khan on the shoulder.
Yeah, I get you. You let the big man off the leash.
You'll live, but your life won't be very fun.
Yeah, he just shakes his head.
Glad we understand each
fucking
other.
for you.
He's going to rip his cock off, basically.
Gelding.
Oh, I see.
A cheers. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, okay. Well, let's go to wherever you're going to haul me before I fucking die of boredom with this big cunt.
Let's sit here, have another drink.
I'm gonna slap him across the face for calling me a big cunt.
He'll pull a knife on you straight away,
Karn, come on.
and he'll attack you.
The deal is done, Karn. Come on. I'll drag him and try and pull him away from the guy.
He is taking a swipe at Karn with the blade.
Ooh.
We don't necessarily have to go into combat. Well, you're just lucky he's not getting a sneak attack bonus. But he is an assassin.
Hang on. Protection.
You can impose disadvantage on the roll.
Yes, I can impose disadvantage on that triggering attack roll.
Lovely.
So roll it again.
So I think he gets, as an assassin, first round, does he get?
He would get advantage on initiative, and then he would do extra damage if he hits first round. He doesn't get advantage.
Yeah, okay.
On the,
So I'll roll again.
It's not a sneak attack.
It's not necessarily. It's not a
No,
sneak
it's
attack.
not a sneak attack.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you'll have +6.
Karn is
15. Karn?
Oh, meets it.
Yeah.
He gets it. The blade lands. It isn't, however, a crit. And
Like a certain other assassin we all met recently. Yeah, sure. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'm glad we can laugh about that.
He's the orc killer.
then you take 2.
Okay.
What's that? 5?
During the first round of combat, of each combat, you have advantage on attack rolls against any creature that hasn't yet taken an attack. Sorry about that. Right, fine, okay. If he's attacking with advantage, so...
No, he's not, because Karn slapped him, and this is a kind of
Yeah.
reaction to it.
Okay,
Karn,
cool.
give us a saving throw, a constitution saving throw, versus kind of poison.
That is 12.
Okay, so you take 2 points of piercing damage, and then you take 5 points of poison damage, and you are currently poisoned.
Has he told us where and when the meeting? Well, he told us when. He hasn't told us where.
He hasn't told you where yet.
Okay.
Why has his boy not come back looking for him again?
Because he's not
He
very
mentioned
smart.
He mentioned a bunch of markers and stuff, though.
He was
so
a nice
probably
guy,
in the
but he wasn't very smart.
Yeah.
I'm going to use my reaction
Oh, God.
No.
to reduce my
No.
damage.
Oh, okay.
Right,
Okay.
to reduce the damage, okay.
Yeah.
You can only reduce...
12 plus 3.
I think you can only reduce the physical damage.
If that's the case, I won't bother because it would only be 2 points at most.
Yeah.
The plus
That's something
3
we'll have to look up. But
Is that a Goliath trait?
It's stone giant trait, yeah.
Yeah, okay. And what are you thinking, Gav? Is it a cunning strike?
No, it's just a regular attack.
Well, it's a little bit. It's a
The
little bit
extra
of damage.
was poison.
Yeah.
It's a little bit of damage. Can we just?
Yeah.
Boys, calm it down. We've come to an agreement. We have come to an agreement. There is no need for this to come to further blows. All right.
After putting my shield in front of Karn to block the attack, and then it obviously still getting to him, I'm gonna use my shield to shove Karn back. Karn, calm.
And I'll push you out the way and then pat him on the shoulder friendly. That's a good man. I like.
You pat Hale on the shoulder.
Yeah.
He'll
Laugh.
stab you again. Or he will attempt to.
I'll shrug.
That'll be a 16.
Yeah.
What can I do with this sucker?
Make a con saving throw against DC 13.
The unluckiness all the time. That's a 7.
Okay, hang on. Just let me. Oh, for fuck's sake, this rule book.
What are you looking for, Gav? Because I've got it in my lap.
I'm looking for poisoned.
Poison condition.
Yeah. Whether he makes the saving throws at disadvantage.
Yes. Okay. If he is already poisoned.
Oh, I've got it here.
Poisoned condition, ability checks, and attack rolls, but not saving throws.
Cool. Okay. And then so you're taking another point of poison and 5 points of piercing damage, and his second attack will be a 24. And that will do, again, another saving throw versus 13, but it's going to do
10.
It's going to do a total of 11 points of damage. He's then going to disengage. Dash across the table.
Do 11, or the thingy does 11.
It was
the second.
Yeah.
His second attack was 4 points of piercing and 7 poison.
Okay.
So it'd be.
You know what? I'm going to kill him.
10.
Fuck
Oh,
it.
we're in turns. So if you guys want to roll initiative, then.
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
He's gone too far. I'm attacking him.
Oh, that's not my dice.
10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
Oh, that's not great, but whatever. They're my dice. I don't like the color of my dice.
He's acting on 15.
Yeah, I didn't want to say anything, but Gax got disguise self.
Yeah, we still don't know where the meeting is, though.
I thought he told us.
No.
When?
Oh, sorry.
I told you when.
When?
Okay, so.
I can't make a clone to put on the thingy, fuck's sake.
So that was Karn's action taken and his action in a kind of a broken bullshit first round. I think we move to a second.
Me a second so I can copy Khan so I can put him on the actual fucking board because I've got one there.
There's one up there.
Is there? Oh,
Is there a Khan up there?
Yeah, he's
there
then.
No.
All right. Okay, so probably handled that bad. I think everyone should have got a go. I think everyone, maybe we can retcon it and say everyone did have a go, but there was hey, calm down, calm down.
We were trying for it to not be a fight, and I've just...
Yeah,
I've just been standing outside.
I'm just going to stab him.
But yeah, he's just taking the advantage. Like he saw an advantage.
Okay, so hang on. This just because of the way the initiative ended up rolling. Karn acted first on 22, then he acted on 15, and now we can go to Jefferson, who is the first to react. He is at the top of the stairs after moving surprisingly quick for a chunky boy.
Oh, is he fatty?
He is a bit of a fatty.
What, so he's run past me?
Yes.
Stabby. On his turn if he's running past me?
No, he took the disengage rogue action.
Sorry, I missed that. Which is it? Oh, he's the red one. Right, yeah, no problems. So I am going to shoot him. No, I'm going to just run up behind him and fucking take a hack for his leg. with a scimitar, por favor. Uh, 16.
Um, 16 will hit him.
No sneak attack. Because on my own. Woohoo! 5 damage. And if I'm right, does that count as a nick? When you make the extra attack roll a light property.
You can make your offhand attack as part of the same attack.
Yeah, in which case I am going to do that. And as I go to punch him, some sort of crack happens and a knife appears in my hand. Because that's a thing I can do. And I rolled a 1, so it doesn't matter.
Okay, so that was 5 points of damage in total.
Yes. Sorry, I'm just trying to find the bit on the sheet where you do the psionic blades. Yes, that's me done now. I think. I've not played a rogue before. Done that.
All right. So then, after Sam, it goes into Larry.
Yeah, I'm going to go up to him and I can sneak attack him because Sam's right there.
Yeah.
I believe. Can I get another D20 in this color? It's fine. I can use this other one for now.
I can copy and paste for you.
Yeah, this color is easier to read. So that's a 15 and a 15. Excellent. So
That hits.
That's short sword plus 6 is it's 21. So yeah. I'll attempt to do this non-lethally, but it's 1d6 plus 6. No, it's lethal. 8 damage.
Plus your sneak attack damage.
Oh shit! Yeah, 3d6. Sorry. I don't have a rolling strip. I'm going to use.
I've got one. Yeah.
I use Ferns.
Use mine.
I clicked them. Nothing's happening. Oh,
There,
we
you have
go.
to click roll.
Oh, that's new. So that's another 8. So 16 total.
16 in total. Okay.
And then again, that is a. Sorry, I believe that's a. I have advantage on my next attack roll, so I have a. Oh fuck it! My dagger. I'm attacking him with that.
Yeah, bonus action.
Basically, that wasn't a very good roll. Do you want to take it anyway? I think it was like a 5.
Now go and roll it again.
Okay, they didn't roll very far. It wasn't very satisfying. Nope. That is. Does this not?
Hit.
Does the two-handed attack not have the proficiency or something, or is it whatever?
The second attack, is this your second attack as part
Yes.
of the with the?
No, he's using a bonus action to do an offhand attack.
Okay, you're doing it. Yeah, fine. Okay, it's not a nick attack. It's a
Yeah.
bonus action attack.
Isn't it the damage that you don't get the damage bonus? Isn't
You
it?
don't get the damage bonus. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Okay,
it's just
so
the
my
damage
dagger
of the
is 1d4 plus 5 for this.
It's not even plus 5. That's the point.
weapon. So you just get the D4.
Okay, so 3 with that sword,
Okay.
with that dagger. So I guess I've attacked him. That's me. I'm just like.
Cool. So after Larry, we have Perseus.
Right.
So when you make.
Let's
I'm
step
looking-
out the room.
Looking for the rule for the offhand attack.
Well, I've got Nick on the dagger as well.
Yeah, so you would have to make your main attack with the dagger,
Yep.
and then what are you using, a rapier?
Short sword.
A short sword, so that is light but has the Vex mastery, is that right?
Yes.
And so Vex is where your extra. Yeah, so if you did dagger and then short sword, you could do them
Yes.
as part of the same attack.
Yeah, with the bonuses, right?
Oh, okay.
When you make an attack with something that has nick, you can make another attack with your offhand as part of that same attack action. It doesn't use your bonus action.
Okay, and then is 2-weapon fighting still a thing?
2-weapon fighting is not a fighting style because that's where you get it from, but there are perks that benefit 2-weapon fighting, so you get extra bonuses.
So that's my equivalent of 2-weapon fighting is dagger and then short. Okay, cool. Thanks.
Yes. So there's no 2-weapon fighting style anymore, I don't think.
Okay, that's fine. Good enough.
I will check that before I say that too loudly.
No problem. These rules are significantly different. It's taking a little.
It's
getting used to.
Only a bit different in that way, where I think I know things, but I do want to start checking stuff. Yeah, there's no 2-weapon fighting style. That's for certain.
Cool.
Yeah, but the bonus action offhand attack still exists.
Yeah, and that was always the thing. But yeah.
Yeah, so when I get psychic daggers basically that I can fold in my hands, but they have Vex and not Nick.
Yeah.
Which is interesting.
Well,
Perseus, what are you up to?
I can still hit him even though I'm diagonal to him, can't I?
Yes, you can.
Cool. Well, see, that's the thing. We still need to. Oh, fuck. See, we're all like, let's kill him, but it's like we still don't have the
Incapacitate
information.
him.
But
I'm gonna hit him with a whole.
You can declare your hit attacking non-lethal.
Yeah.
yeah, I suppose I could try and.
Hey, anyone got to speak with Dead?
No, unfortunately.
You could just ask his corpse where it was being. Any road, I can impersonate him.
Yep.
If necessary.
Where the meeting is.
Oh, we got a pretty good fucking idea. He said in the sewers.
Yeah, basically. So we just wander around until we see some weird looking elves.
Did he?
I think
he mentioned the people with the patterns.
He says he usually meets them in the sewers, or often meets them in the sewers, so it may not be there, but it could be.
He definitely said he
didn't say with this meeting.
Yeah, yes, I agree. But it's a pretty good assumption.
But he's been a hostile asshole, so fuck him.
Just send the big guy out to accost elves and ask them where they're meeting.
Be up every elf we see. Nothing wrong with that, right?
I'm just gonna hit him with my longsword then, I guess. So first attack with my longsword. That's 13.
That will hit him.
That would hit him. I was assuming it would be missing. Hang on, what's this? What's versatile mean?
It means you can use it one or two-handed.
So you get the bigger damage if you wield it two-handed.
Okay, I got a shield in my hand, so I only do one-handed. So that's 1d8 plus 5. Oh, nice. So that's 13 damage on the first attack.
Right.
And how hard do they look after all of these hits so far?
So 13 plus the 25 you've done so far he is definitely bloodied. Which is the new way the GM says they've taken at least half their damage.
Yeah.
Alright, well, I'll hit him again then with my longsword because I get 2 attacks per action. So.
Why did my dice have photo bucket markers on?
God, this dice have got so ugly. So that's 20 to hit. That definitely hits.
I'll sort out cleaner dice for next week.
That's fine.
We just mind these contagion dice. It's like, what the hell is this?
It's a little odd.
Yeah, and some of them have weird graphics on them that are like...
Yeah, I've got photo bucket
easily.
watermarks on my dice, but they're all
Yeah,
broken up on the different
some of them are
faces.
missing bits.
The colour matches is just, you know.
I just wanted orange, and I've got orange, so I'm happy with that.
Yeah, I got green. It's just this weird, like the numbers are orange because it won't show up otherwise.
So what was your second attack?
That was 20 in total to hit, so I'm just rolling the damage now. Oh, nice, and that's 12 damage.
So that's 25 damage. This is going to kill him.
Oh, it's gonna kill him.
You have the option, if you want, to apply this as non-lethal damage.
Yeah, can this like the second hit be non-lethal?
Hit him with the
flat
pommel.
blade.
Yeah, with the
Yeah.
hit him with the pommel with my longsword.
You crack
Knock
him
him out.
around the head, and he crashes down against the banister railing at the top, slumping unconscious. His back and his legs pooling blood.
So he's bleeding out.
Well done, fellas.
He'll be fine.
Well, that didn't go the way I hoped it would.
Fuck it. We'll take him with us. We can get the information out of him or whatever.
Should we attempt to stabilize him?
I mean, he's just unconscious. He'll be alright.
I don't
He's,
know.
he's unconscious. He's on
I
zero.
don't know.
and
I don't
unconscious.
know.
Bleeding out, then yeah.
He's not bleeding out. He's just
Okay.
bloody.
He is alive and unconscious. We can
Just
just take him away
him back.
from here.
get him. I even just back in the room and in a chair.
I will pick him up by the back of his trousers and just hoist him. Like a fucking child having a big old
Bird.
wedgie.
Yeah, I heard burp as well.
Yeah. Burb.
And where are you taking him?
To the fucking basement.
We take him out of this area.
Well, you guys don't have ready access to the basement.
We have nowhere to go. Either.
Do we? Yeah, we don't have like a
This-
home
this
base
room
or
that we've
anything,
been-
do we?
This
And
room
the
that
bar
we've been in is
downstairs.
as good as any. Yeah.
The bar downstairs is full. The front bar of the house.
Let's just reuse the room we were in.
Yeah.
Right, yeah.
It's secure as long as we block the door.
He knows that he can't escape.
Yeah, tie him up. Yeah.
Take him,
Okay.
take him to my house. I'm not far away, am I?
Do you want this guy to know where you live?
Not really. Does he have to?
Blindfold him.
Does Sam live nearby? Because we can just
Yeah,
blindfold him, take him to the living room.
I think we passed mine just before we got here, didn't we?
Yes, I'm gonna say it's a few minutes walk from there.
That
Yeah, it
sounds
was
like a
something
great
like
plan.
This is definitely in a slightly seedier area.
Great plan. We get in an area we can control. Let's do that.
On that way, are there any shops? Because I
But-
really need to
oh.
buy myself an antidote.
Before we do, I'm gonna go downstairs and see if I can see Jim.
Jim. Yes.
Jim is not around. Jim left the building.
Okay, and then
Um,
I'll go post up at the door and just wave the guys through and be like,
Corin, the effects of the venom will pass within a few minutes, probably while you're still hoisting this guy down the road just outside the door. You basically get a con save every turn, and if you make it, you'll pass it. So you'll make it eventually.
Yeah. I'll hoist him onto my shoulder, and I will make sure Perseus walks in front of me because he looks official.
Yeah, as we're walking down, I'm just gonna keep saying occasionally like, "Oh, this man couldn't trust to be drunk. Look what he's done to himself. We'll have to take care of this fool."
Also, he did
People
attack
are
our
kind of-
friend, so we could kind of.
Well,
People
my
are
trap-
looking away into their drinks. They're not interested in whatever's
Yes.
going on here. That's the way this place works.
It's a seedy place.
I'm just in case anybody like looks at us curiously that they'll
They don't even
overhear
like
me,
looking at
so.
you, Perseus, because you look a bit,
Not seedy
official.
enough for this area, yeah.
and
Turn out like
heavily
a
armed.
sore farm. Well,
Like
I'm
this guy wasn't
chainmail.
wearing armor. Yeah, you're wearing armor around a civilized city. Nobody else does, except
I'm
guards
walking around
and
bleeding,
yeah. So
Hi, Sonny.
carrying a poke on my shoulder.
it's like a dude carrying a Like, even in medieval times, weapons would be banned from the cities.
Yeah.
So it's not the same here, but not many people, like, everyone would obviously give Karn a fucking wide berth walking down the street. But even the fact that Fern or whoever might have a blade on them, it's not the common thing.
And I've
Like
got
a knife
chainmail,
might
a
be
shield, and a long sword on my hip.
Yeah, everyone would have a knife, but whether it's a fighting knife or not. But around these parts, yeah, everyone's got a fucking dagger, a blade of some sort. But either way, you make your way through the misty afternoon rain and find yourself in Jefferson's apartment, which is the top 2 floors of a tall 4-story structure. And you're in, I don't know, where do you want to tie him up?
As we like barge through the door, making far too much noise as we're trying to carry this dude, I'm assuming comedically. I'll through here, and I'll guide everyone through a kitchen area which is like full of non-washed up things.
Hell yeah!
I'm gonna break his kneecap and stab at me.
Mold and shit growing all over the pans. Couldn't give a shit. And I'll take you straight through to like a living kind of area that also has a bath in the corner. And by a bath, I mean like one of those wooden things that you fill with water.
Great.
Okay, so what? A chair is, you just tie him and leave him on the ground, or you put him on a chair or something?
On the chair, yeah. I'll like push a load of half-written books and piles of envelopes off the chair.
Half-written?
But yeah.
You're an author? Oh, of course, you're a journalist, yeah.
Yeah, okay. So you tie him up, you relieve him of his dagger, and he's probably got 2 or 3 other smaller kind of punch blades and maybe a blade sewn into the hem of his waistcoat, and he's a sneaky boy. And he got a pouch with, say, 40 or 50 silver in it.
Strip him down to his smalls.
Okay. He's overweight. He's, like I said, he's got cheap silver and gold rings, or fake gold upon closer examination. And these are big sovereigns, they're knuckle dusters.
Gentlemen, please just keep our guest here a minute while I just get rid of these things, and I'll be like carrying out books with my name as the author written on them and stuff like that, trying to get rid of my name from the room. Just imagine this is like a living room where I just sit and scribble shit all the time.
Yeah,
I'm just going to put something
we'll
over
just
his
leave
head.
a blindfold on him. Yeah.
Just leave him covered for now.
Well, you might need to look at it. You might need to be able to see you in the eyes,
We
later.
will eventually, but for the minute,
okay.
Sweat out.
Yeah, whatever.
Jefferson kind of cleans his name from the room. Cool.
I'm going to go
Just
tidy
take
the
a
kitchen and cook a fucking...
Oh, okay.
This kitchen is close to untidyable. If it was, if you had, like, you're
shit into a corner, start a fire, and roast some meat the old-fashioned way on a knife.
Well, there is a cooker, or a fire pit under the chimney, where the cooking, like, there is an old cauldron. It's just a bit moldy. That's probably the safest thing. You have to wade through everything else to get to everything, but you can probably fix something together. But you're acutely aware of the lack of cupboard or pantry or storage of fresh food anywhere.
Yeah, there is literally no food in this house.
Mayonnaise.
Shit.
I just imagine that this guy just doesn't ever spend any time here apart from the mandatory time in between him being at work when he gets told to go home because he's working too much. That makes sense?
Yeah, and he probably eats out a lot.
Yeah, exactly. So he's only here for like, I go to bed and then I go straight out to work or whatever. Go straight out to writing bullshit out in the street.
All right, you can grab your shit off the table.
Sheesh.
That's me.
I grabbed everything.
I made a miniature phone, yeah.
As we're kind of, doing that, and I've cleared my name, I'll be like, sorry, gentlemen, lady. I'm not particularly, very used to having guests in my abode. I can offer you some, and I'll be like rustling through a cupboard behind another pile of bullshit newspapers or something. It'd be like
bottles of limoncello and brandy, and
yeah, that's the one. Exactly
that's
that.
probably the closest you've got.
Actually, then I would have looked in the kitchen, seen there's fuck all, and I'm going to go to the closest fucking shop and buy meat and fucking shit.
Yeah, that'll be.
And make my way back. While we're waiting.
I'd imagine this is going to be a few, half an hour before he wakes up.
Short
Yes,
rest.
that's no problem.
Oh, well,
and you can short rest if you like.
Yeah, because even if he wakes up, it's good to just make him sweat for a while. Not know what the fuck's going on to a degree.
Let's wake him up, start wailing on him, I guess.
About 30 minutes later, he wakes up naturally after he short rests.
Okay, so
do we short rest in that time?
Yes, you guys do as well.
Actually, I haven't spent any spell slots. So.
Karen, you've gone to the shops and are just walking back in the doors. 30 minutes elapse. You've got whatever you need to create what you're planning.
Culinary masterpiece.
As he
took
wakes
ship
up,
as a fleet. I'm gonna fucking use it.
as he wakes up, I'm just like Percy is just going to be like stood opposite him, leaning against the wall with his arms crossed, just looking at him sternly.
Well, he's got his bag over his head still.
Yeah, I know. He can't see Perseus. Perseus is just, just stood there, like, just waiting for him to start, like, whimpering and talking. Perseus is going to be dead silent. He's not going to make a sound.
I'll speak to him.
He's not going to make a sound until he realizes there's somebody in the room. And when he does, he immediately starts, not pleading, but immediately start saying, look, all right, lads, we can make a deal. There's got to be some way out of this.
You're alive.
That both parties are happy with.
You're alive.
Yeah, I'm alive because you need information from me.
Tell us where the meeting is.
Where?
That's exactly right. And if I walk, I'll tell you where.
I'm going to cast Detect Thoughts, Gav.
All right.
I can do that quietly. He doesn't need to know that I've cast that.
From like the back of the room, I'm just leaning against the wall. I'm just going to say, break his fucking knees. And then giggle.
Yeah, so he's panicked. He's thinking about the window. He's thinking about the door. He's looking. There's a noticeable little burst of hope there when he realizes Karen isn't with you. He sees, he heard one person behind him. He sees the other two in front. His mind goes to realizes he's naked, so he's without his blades. You can visualize him picturing the dark blade, and you'll hear him call it the Elven blade. And he's going, and he's you can hear him counting various stashes he has. Like, oh, I got that $2,000 here. I could, and when he says here, he seems to be picturing images of specific floorboards or panels on a wall, not buildings, or not,
okay,
the names of a location.
I might get the glimpse of a room, but not know which building that room is in.
Yes, and you're getting the kind of location specifically. So, like, clear images of which particular floorboard and the grain of wood in it.
And I'll move myself so that I am out of his line of sight. If the bag's off his head?
Still on from what I know.
It's still on for the moment. That's fine. That's okay. And I guess not at Percy.
Percy's just going to look at look at him, then slowly walk over and take the bag off his head and just look at him and say, "We gave you that chance. You decided to betray us."
No, you betrayed me. We made a deal, and that big cunt hit me.
Yeah. So you stabbed him.
Yeah,
Then he congratulated. So you stabbed him again.
because he hit me. You don't fucking lay a hand on me.
Oh really? And I'm just gonna slap him across the face.
Yeah,
Oh hell yeah!
he's panicking, and you can get a. And he's thinking about how can I get a message to Whisper? How can I get a message to Whisper?
Does he imagine Whisper's face?
Ooh.
No, he's more just looking at Perseus, realizing Perseus is wearing, I don't know, official kind of looking gear. I don't know if it's the colours of the King's army or still the Verdant shields.
I'd about to say most of Percy's stuff was be from his version of Shield days. So
yeah, so like your clothing has the green and the gold of the Verdant shields and things like that. So
I want to say, I'm standing at the back of the room. Everyone's concentrating on him, right?
yeah,
I want to give him a little wave, and then I want to thieves can't sign. I just want to thieves can't. There's a way out of this. Trust me.
you can see him not roll his eyes. It's more subtle than that, but there's a look of disingenuity in his face. As he kind of looks to the side and down.
And then I will also sign. Assuming no one else is looking, I'll also sign.
I mean, I can totally read what your signing is.
Well, you can. That's fine. And I would assign. We're really not after you.
Mm.
And from the other side of him, where he's not looking, I will sign Thieves Count. Kind of are.
He's not getting out of this pain-free, though.
I'll just give a shrug.
I mean,
I'll shrug to Sam.
yeah. You kind of. I mean, like, this guy is an accomplice to these murders. So.
Well, yeah, but he's
our
not.
directions to make all these people disappear.
Well,
so,
it's down to him.
He's gonna die.
It's down to him to interpret what I'm saying. But we've told him what we're after.
It's also down to you guys to interpret how you're going to do your policing.
Yeah, that's right.
But could he be an asset in the future?
Maybe.
Back by
No,
now?
you've been back for a few minutes. You're in the kitchen cooking.
Oh yeah, so I will.
So you can hear the conversation, but yeah.
Okay.
The kitchen's kind of next to this room, and the door is open, but you're kind of at the other end of the kitchen. But you can still hear everything that's going on. They're not hiding.
Well, I got a fucking leg of beef. I'm going to get my axe and I'm going to chop through the bone.
A leg of beef. Oh.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I'm going to go through the bone. So that's going to make a pretty loud fucking crack and thud.
Yeah, I'd say so.
Definitely hear.
yeah, as soon as we hear that sound, I'm just gonna smirk down at him and just go, "You hear that, Hale? Karn and his axe are getting tired of your shit."
We could use the fellow, though. He could be a useful asset to our investigations in the future.
Yeah, could be. I'll give you a little bit of something. You give me a little bit of something. I can give you these guys, these elves.
What elves?
The two elves I'll be meeting tonight. But you guys, waiting to pounce on them. How about that? This got to work.
I'm going to roll my eyes and look at Fern.
And the trade-off. Something we want, something you want? I mean, it sounds to me like what you want is all your toes at the end of the day.
Yeah.
but we're reasonable people.
Yeah, well, some of you are, clearly.
We need muscle just like every organization. You understand.
And any good muscle doesn't like to be insulted.
So we got a deal or what?
The deal is we're all coming along to a meeting, and you're going to make a little introduction.
They're not
And
going to like that.
We want you to know that you're safe, so you can stick around as long as you like, so that you know at the end of that day that you're going to be safe.
I thought you could find anyone, Fern.
Found you, didn't I?
That's what I mean. Why don't you let me go on my way? I'll tell you the name of the location. We'll meet back up there later tonight. I can't let these guys down. Not while I still live, or they still live. You know.
Is it possible to gauge whether he's being truthful?
I've still got detect thoughts.
Yeah, he is being truthful here.
Okay, good.
Kill two birds with one stone. We removed this little, elf problem. And, the people dying and all this shit. And you get away in and I get the elves off my back. Sure, I'm out of pocket, but at this stage I think I can, tighten the belt buckle a little for a few months.
Well, we're hospitable people.
Are we?
Our friend is in the other room cooking up dinner right now. Why don't you stick around and have a meal with us? And we'll all go for a stroll when the sun's gone down.
Me and Jeff over here can follow him quietly and pass along messages if you fellas want to trail along.
But guys, these are going to get spooked by you. I'm telling you.
We're the sneaky. We're very subtle types, so we can watch from the shadows.
I know what it is. You know the types of people I roll with. We're the Silent Blades. No fucking constabulary in this town have been able to lay a hand on me for 15 years. Never mind Whisper. Never mind some of my lieutenants. We operate this fucking city, and these people scared the shit out of me. I never hear them coming. I rarely see them. They talk their weird fucking language. And it ain't Elvish. I'm not saying you can't take them. I'm just saying, when we meet them, they're using magic and shit. Place gets real dark. And they usually set those meetings up in a way where, we think we're on favorable ground, or at least equal ground. And within a second of them turning up, it changes.
Is there two of them? Was it two, did you say?
I only ever meet two. Tall woman, and she brings a shorter man with her. I've never seen any more, but I think there's more with them.
We can take him, boys. What do you reckon?
I don't believe this man has read my articles on the Verdant Shield.
Oh. He's not
yes,
heard what we can do. Yeah. He's not heard what we can do. Well.
And I just find it funny that he still believes he's not been touched by the constabulary. He's definitely been touched now.
Well, say we have a deal? I'll message Perseus, and I'll say, if he double crosses, we can still kill him later.
Can I hear all this being said?
Well, not what I just said.
Quite a bit of messaging.
The fucking we have a deal sort of shit.
Yeah.
I have one thing to do before there's any deal made.
Dessert?
God.
Nah, for me, but not for you. And I'm just gonna walk in there and chop off his little finger.
For fuck's sake.
That is for stabbing me. Fucking shithead.
Okay, he howls in pain. Blacks out for a second, comes back, looks down at the stump. He's fucking raging. Not so much on the outside, although you can see his anger, but
He's thinking about all the different ways he's going to kill Khan.
I
once
think
he's
that
screwed.
would be lucky you leave with just a little.
yeah, Fern, you're getting like flashes of men that he has worked with in the past.
Yeah.
Doing horrible shit to Karn.
And still nothing about a location.
He's obviously trained in the arts of
I
not
was about to
thinking of
say,
where he
he's
has
just
to go.
actively not thinking about it. He's not that stupid.
No, but yeah, well, he also doesn't. You haven't pressed him too much on the location, and there may be circumstances that you're unaware of.
Yeah. So
Like he might not know the location until
True.
a certain time, or another person puts that information in his hands.
Well, he
It
was
means-
mentioning someone's name, wasn't he? And we haven't asked him about that.
Are they in the same place every time?
No, they're not fucking stupid. I told you. They use magic and shit.
And they choose where?
Yeah, that's the type of people I'm talking about.
So how do you find out?
They leave a marking,
And
like
you
the
just
one you showed me.
and you just happen to stumble upon it sometimes.
Well, no.
Oh. Sorry.
I know where to go look. They leave a marking at the sewer entrance, and I know some words of that squiggle. Because they told me. They told me left or right. And they showed me how it works. So each one of those squiggles that's connected is a letter. So it's left, right, in common. And then wait is the last one always. And that's all they give me. They've only ever met me at midnight, though. That's one thing they're, I don't know, fanatical about.
So when sorry, did I miss the bit where he said when he gets given these?
No, he told me, he said that he goes to a location where this thing is scribbled in. Like he goes to a drop.
Oh, okay. So where's the next drop?
I was about to say, Perseus then
Tonight.
says,
Jesus, he just rolls his eyes at Perseus like, what? Who the fuck are you guys working with? Christ. That's the...
is the next drop in Devon Road?
No.
Was the last drop there?
No. I ain't telling you where. I'll bring you there. But I ain't telling you where.
As I'm
a free
asking
man.
these things, what is Fern seeing in his head?
He's a resolute nature. He wants to get out of here. He's terrified for his life. He knows the location is the only thing keeping him alive. You do picture a glimpse of Devon Road. You picture a glimpse of the house with constabulary outside it. Like he took a walk past it the day after it happened, maybe to confirm. You even see glimpses of the various glyphs and ciphers that he has seen around the city Some are around sewer entrances, some are around grates in the ground. One out by the some of the runoff that goes out to the lake. Some on carved into signposts.
What's our leverage here, guys?
His life
He knows.
and more.
As soon as he tells us the location, he doesn't need to live.
Yeah.
And we have to let him go.
I'd like him to take us there.
Yeah. We have to let him
Yeah.
go.
But
to
he's
follow
not
him.
going to.
How do we know
He
he's
is.
not going to take us there? Just let him
Not
go.
after everything we've put him through.
Just
We
let
let
him
him go, he vanishes. Trust me on this. We let him go, he vanishes, especially after he just had his finger cut off.
I'd like him to take us there, and I'd like. Him
I
to
would
stick
like that
around.
as well, but I don't think he's going to do it.
Yeah, we could knock him out, search
Well-
for him, a fucking unique object, and then
We-
you could just find him through detect.
Okay, right.
As I say, we don't
our
need to do
options are
anything more to him.
let him go or kill him. Might as well let him go. We
You
learn
don't have to
nothing.
let him go.
We learn.
He says he will tell you. He will bring you to the location.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so
exactly.
it's
That's what I
kind
mean. We let him go and take us there, or we kill him and learn nothing. So just let him go right now.
No, he said he'd take us there, so we don't have to let him actually.
That's what I
go.
mean.
Just
That's
put
what I mean.
him to-
Release
yeah, we
him
just
so
let
we
him
can
live.
follow him. Yeah.
He seems so Fern. He does seem genuinely terrified of these elves.
Yeah.
And you catch glimpses
Yeah.
of a sewer grate, a vertical one, like something going across one of these semicircular tunnels, and you see just the hint of a shadow of a smaller male creature. The only light being cast on his lower white skin of his tip of his nose and his jaw, and he's in a deep hood. There's some spider motif silver engraved into his cloak and his into some gauntlets he's wearing. He's carrying like just the hilt of a sword, but you're just aware of it. He's terrified of the darkness that's behind this guy.
Yeah.
And it is an inky magical darkness, which I'm sure you would have seen cast at some point.
Yeah.
How about we can protect him?
But he's terrified of who is in there, and it's the woman he's picturing. Where he thinks the woman is in there. He's terrified of the woman more than her servant, this younger or this smaller man.
Perhaps we can protect him.
What I want. He comes with us. He knows he's safe. I'm happy with that.
He's more valuable. You're more valuable to us alive than you are dead.
I'm
As
happy
you
to
say.
lead you there after dinner, like you said. Oh, he's a lot angrier than that, but yeah.
Yeah.
Perhaps
Oh,
we
it's
got a
deep,
deal.
but-
Maybe give him a little healing and a bit of grub.
So he's
Yeah.
had his short rest. His wounds have closed. He's, apart from his finger being fucking taken from him, he's looking a lot better.
Good. Glad to hear it.
See, I don't have any spells that can help right now, unfortunately. I wish I had fucking Zone of Truth, but I don't.
Let's go.
All right. Do you want to have?
Yeah.
Untie him and shit.
Okay. Well, let's sit down to dinner first. We'll let the few hours pass. It's probably 8 hours have to pass, so we can call it a long rest if anyone likes. But Karen, I'd like you to make a cooking roll. Or is there such a thing?
I'll take
Cooking
one.
proficiency.
It's
Would it be
just
performance?
Do you have the chef feat?
yeah. I got the
Yes.
chef feat. Upon a long rest, you can cook 3 special treats.
Ooh.
Creatures can use a bonus action to eat these treats. You gain 3 temporary hit points.
Oh,
Flip
lovely.
over your inspiration cards as well, right?
If you're a filthy human.
Humans,
Yeah.
it's
Short
at
rest.
long rest. If we're long resting, then we do that, right?
So it's weird because the short rest thing is better in a way, but no, that does health. So yeah, Just healing. Yeah, everyone can add 3 temporary hit points.
Cool. 3 temp. All right. Good stuff.
And what did you cook, Vic?
Oh, yeah.
I mean, beef stew.
Oh.
With fucking new potatoes and
Ooh,
asparagus.
okay. I'm expecting George R.R. Martin levels of description from this point on for all of your meals.
I'll be going into fucking
Yeah, give us like 6 pages worth of description of the feast every time.
rosemary and fucking thyme sprinkle.
So obviously the beef takes a few hours to tender down. It's such a large piece, but what is miraculously comes out of that rancid kitchen 6 odd hours later is spectacular. You all eat and grab your 3 extra hit points, including himself,
Hell yeah.
I think. And
He's eating it.
he finally rips someone's, assuming you're allowing him to dress.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, after thoroughly searching his clothes and removing any fucking blades.
Okay, so
Yeah, we did that.
you've removed all the blades, but he is at some point after dinner when you're kind of preparing to leave and putting your chainmail back on and shit. It's like, if I don't go to the meeting with that dagger, they're going to.
I think we'll give him back the dagger and just say, don't go poking holes in any of us again.
Hang on.
At the same time, I'll give him back the finger. Say, well, if you can get Mage to attach it, you could.
You'll pop it in. You'll pop it in his stretched waistcoat pocket, looking at you like he still wants to fucking kill you.
I know you're angry.
The dagger itself, you'll realize, is no longer coated in the poison.
Ooh.
But it definitely, well, no, sorry, somebody did take a closer look at it, so you would have noticed it was slick poison.
Is it magical? Can I tell if it's magical just by looking at it, or do you want me to cast detect magic?
Give me. You can. You can
I have
actually
detect
in this.
magic.
Yeah, I know. Is it a cantrip? No, it's first level
I get
spell.
a free use.
It's a ritual. Oh yeah, you can free.
Oh, okay. In that case, yes, it is magical.
Cool.
It's a +1 magic dagger.
Okay, cool. I'll just hand it back to him. And
it is entirely made of bone.
Ooh.
So the blade is bone as well as
Bone
the
and
handle,
dagger.
which is some sort of spine.
Cool.
Of some human-sized creature.
That's fine. Give it back.
And you're an elf, so give me a history check with advantage.
Ooh, I don't have much of that, but I do have a little bit. Uh, 7.
Oh, could have come from anywhere.
Certainly a dagger.
Certainly a dagger. and it's not in the modern elvish style.
Possibly sharp. Unsure.
Okay, so as you cloak up and make your way onto the drizzling streets, darkened now. Streets lights mostly have been doused. As you make your way across town into one of the middle class areas, just south of the Temple Quarter, the clouds by the stage, that's kind of a half-hour walk, the clouds by the stage have broken. You notice the odd double patrols or 2-man patrols of guard every now and then, casting eyes in your direction.
Ooh.
None of them stopping you, but just seeing, from another street corner, just kind of looking over at the group move.
Can we establish... Sorry. I would like to establish that we're letting him walk ahead, and then maybe me and Sam are like following him stealthily, and then the other guys are behind us, and then we're passing messages to them.
I'm keen with that. I've got a bunch of ways of doing that, so I'm keen and happy to do that. I think
because I can message you updates, and I can, me and Sam are sneaky.
Okay, well,
so we
why
can
don't
be.
you
We
just tell
can
me
be.
kind of?
We're like.
Why don't you just tell me what you're doing?
Okay, so we'll let him
what's-
walk. How about this? We'll let him walk ahead, and me and Sam can sort of flank at the streets a distance back, but quietly and stealthily, and then the other guys can just walk down the street or something like that. What do you think, Ted?
I can go one better.
Oh.
Which is that I can cast invisibility on both rogues.
Oh, shit.
Yes.
And then, using my bonus action every turn, I can just see through Gex's eyes as well as my own.
Fair enough. That sounds excellent.
The invisibility lasts for an hour until one of them makes an attack or something like that.
Yeah.
That's pretty baller to me.
Hell yeah.
We've got an hour's notice, so that's reliable. So that'll use my concentration, and the Gaze of Two Minds will use my bonus action every turn, but not my concentration.
In that case, we'll follow him closely, but invisibly.
Yeah, you can follow him quite closely, and then I'm almost thinking that when those two go underground, we can just the other three of us can hover near the nearest manhole cover. But it depends on how far away we are from that.
Yep. Sounds great.
How do the rest of you feel about that?
It also depends on how far through the sewer tunnels they travel, because the entrance might be miles away from where they enter.
Yeah, that's I agree. Yeah.
Let me know what's going on. I need to put the bird downstairs.
Yeah, sure. But yeah, I'll cast the invisibility definitely. I'll use the pack slot for that. So if I'm casting that, I can target one additional creature for each spell slot above 2, and I'm casting at third level. So yeah, that's that spent.
Awesome.
Both invisible for the hour.
Okay. So he walks, and you can see a bit of acting coming into play here, like he's drunk. And he's walking through the streets. If there's a light left on somewhere, he'll walk through it. He isn't hiding from the guards. He's dressed better than a lot of the, working class, but it's still kind of tasteless and garish. And he strolls up into the middle class quarter that's affluent enough, and therefore has the guards to stroll a little bit more often. And as he rounds a corner, he stops underneath a street lamp that has been put out, and he'll take a look down, and he'll kind of pretend to kind of catch his breath. He'll put his hand on the thing, and you'll see his eyes closing on the wooden post, and you'll see him reading something. The two rogues invisible in the party will see him light a cigarette, and by the light of the cigarette, you can see him kind of work this strange cipher in his head and understand what has been written there. He then takes out that black knife, and he scrapes it off with ease. And you'll notice as he passes, and you follow, that this particular post has tons of these scrapings on it. So that information has been stripped.
Did one of us get a good look at it?
I think it's difficult just because the way he is. Give us a perception check.
Okay. I just like to...
Because he's a sneaky cunt.
Yeah.
He's like us, isn't he? Yeah.
I'd like to take a note of it, just if I can, for future rep.
Yeah, because he's a competent rogue.
12, yeah, no good.
Yeah, not great.
No, I don't think so, just because, I don't know, maybe surreptitiously he's blocking
hit it well
in person.
And then quickly got rid of it. Yeah, that's fair.
Right, I'm back.
We're still following him. It's fine.
Both the rogues can give us an Arcana check.
Oh, ooh. I don't have very good Arcana, despite my magical abilities.
21.
Sam is very good at magic, despite being unable to do anything.
Jefferson, you've seen plenty of mages put things back together, mend things.
Oh, yeah.
And it crosses your mind that if you pick up all the scrapings that he's carved out of this post, maybe it could be put back together in a way that could be readable.
Okay. Well, we'll do that. Invisibility.
Yeah, you pick them up and pocket them.
Why?
And you
Why did I
continue,
shoot Paladin?
None of us have
And you-
mending.
Yeah, if I was
and
a
you
cleric, I would.
continue following.
So many cantrips and none of them are mending. Yeah.
Yep.
That's fine.
It's approaching half an hour to midnight now, and he takes a side street and finds a manhole cover, and loudly kind of whispers, "You still with me?" Assuming you let him in on this.
Yeah. Oh yeah. We'll have told him we're following.
Yeah,
him.
yeah, I
I'll
thought so.
message him, and so yeah, we're invisible, but we'll follow right behind you.
Oh, why did he tell him we were invisible? It would have been even better if he just thought we were that good that he couldn't find
Batman.
us. Yeah,
Well, yeah, fair.
Okay,
It's fine. I said it anyway.
it's fine. Yeah, you've said it.
can I get perception checks from everyone?
Perception.
He's
PPP is a 15.
11. I'm never good at perceiving things.
Well, that's
Oh,
a pretty good
23.
one.
25.
Oh, well done.
19 with a plus
11.
6.
Okay, you look around. The alley's quiet. These particular streets are quiet. There's no guards at either end of them at the moment or near this intersection. As you see the large man lower himself or climb down a ladder down this manhole cover that's on a small lane between two well-adorned townhouses with a bit of land around them. They're walled, so he's hidden in cover. And as the two rogues disappear down behind him, you guys see where you need to go, if that's the plan.
Yeah, we'll head down quietly and tell them. I'll tell them messagely that we are heading down.
Yeah, I know that you are as well. What do you guys think? Now I can monitor the party.
Oh yeah, you see through my eyes. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Does no
Yeah.
one have pass without trace in the party?
Nah, I don't need it. We're all cool. We've got two rogues. We're all good.
You gotta remember as well, you are moving through water. So
We're
when you're
invisible,
stealth,
it's
you're
fine.
moving through, yeah, but water displaces.
Yeah, we're good with stealth. It's fine.
It's fine, yeah. I'll just make myself able to walk
Advantage on
it.
stealth and
I
unable
grew,
to be seen.
I grew up in the bayou. I know how to head through a swampy environment, young sir.
Hmm.
I'm just going to prone and crawl through.
Tie some reeds around your legs so it looks like it's just
Alligator shoes. Yeah, sure.
So yeah, we will carefully follow him through the tunnels.
Can I send my familiar down there as well, Gav?
Ooh.
You could, yes.
And I think
yeah.
for the time being, if the other three of us stay above ground,
Yeah,
We'll
I
work
was
out
thinking we
how-
could stay at the entrance. Stay
Right.
up
we'll
on
work
the-
out how far
is
along
it
the tunnel
very
we're going to
well
go.
lit at the top a minute, or is it not?
No.
Right, I'm
Every-
putting my little goggles on as well then.
So it's a thin sliver of a moon up. It's dim light everywhere. This
Yeah.
particular alley is thin enough and it's dark in this alley.
That's a good
Yeah, I'll
point.
put my goggles on. Put my
Okay.
night vision goggles.
Good point. I'm the only one of us with dark vision now.
No.
No?
Vernon can see
No,
it.
I have better
I
dark
think-
vision than you as a class trait.
I
Oh,
know
sweet.
what Jed probably got,
Sweet.
and it's a pretty sick one.
And actually, I was going to ask Gav. Now, again, Gaze of Two Minds says, "I benefit from any special senses possessed by that creature."
So you
So
get,
I
my,
would
you
get-
get my
I
dark
would get
vision.
Larry's dark vision. Does my dark vision carry through? Because I can see in magical darkness as well, and Larry can't.
I would.
Oh, I think yours would override it. Or
Special
the-
sense.
you would get the better of them.
Well, I would
Yeah.
assume if you're looking through my eyes, sorry to nerf, but I would assume if you're looking
Yeah.
through my eyes, you get to see what I see.
Yeah, I'm going to read the Devil's Sight trait and see if it says anything on the matter. Because if it affects my eyes, or like if it creates
Or just what you see.
Devil's
No,
Sight,
it's you seeing through his eyes with the advantage he gets. So if your eyes are better, I think you get better. Unless Devil's Sight says something different. That's what
it
we'll roll
says
just for now.
you can see normally in dim light and darkness, both magical and non-magical, within 120 feet of yourself. That's all it says. So it doesn't say anything about affecting my eyes or it becoming a special sense. in that regard, it's not like like the species trait. And it doesn't say you gain dark vision. But I'm asking, Rob, because I'm not sure myself which way I would want to go on that.
The way
I'm
I
happy to
think
run it the best of the
Yeah.
fair.
best of the two, until we see something. Otherwise,
So does that mean you get access to my danger sense when looking through my eyes?
Ooh, good question.
I think
a good question.
danger sense might be more than visual, but we'll deal with it when it comes to it.
Yeah.
Okay, so this guy takes you 3 lefts and a few rights, which kind of takes you back on the journey you have taken above ground. You guess you're probably 300 meters away. For the people above ground, what do you want to do?
Can I try and lead so that we're basically matching, so that we're staying above ground?
You can.
Yeah. You guys okay with that?
You can kind of figure out the directions I've been heading and follow it,
what I'd like to
kind
do.
of thing. Yeah.
As you approach, he says, "Okay, it should be just up ahead." Whisper. And in fact, this guy can't see, so he is going to have a small lantern, burnished with oil, and so it's kind of dim. Half the rules for dim light. You're not sure why he would bring a crap lantern, but he has.
I'll say to him, "We're still with you," kind of thing.
Okay. He says that
Mentally.
There's a room just around the corner.
For the 3 of us above ground, then, can we look for the nearest manhole cover?
Yes, in the center of a crossroads. At a main road that runs between the docks district. No, it'd be further afield, but between 2 districts, basically. There's a large intersection. And again, it's dark, dim light everywhere, and there's a manhole cover in the center of the intersection. It seems to go down that what you would guess from your cursory look would go down into a larger chamber, an intersection chamber.
And that's a different chamber to the one that Larry and Sutton are at, Jeff?
No, you think that's the one he's referring to.
Okay, so there is a manhole cover directly above them.
It would seem that way.
Okay, great, cool. That's exciting.
As you turn the corner, and those with dark vision can see out far enough, you can see 2 young men, both in their 20s, not Jim, 2 other guys, dressed in leather armor, carrying short swords. One of them has a crossbow slung on his back.
This is above ground.
This is below ground.
Below ground, okay.
Above ground is all quiet. Civilized folk don't go out at this hour of night. So these 2 guys are sitting on the ledge, their feet dangling into the slops, not seeming to mind. Maybe there's a glow of a cigarette from the face of one of them. And as he takes a drag, it illuminates just a little bit of a metallic glint of a big grate on one side of this 4-sided chamber. So it's a crossroads of sewer tunnels, but one side has been grated up. And these grates aren't new or, anything fancy. They're covered in slop. There's just some bits of it are still bare and maybe reflect something. And they're sitting about 20 feet away at the intersection. This is it. And as he approaches the lads, he will hold up the lantern, and in his confident voice, like he was dealing with that man in the yellow waistcoat in the corner booth of the bar earlier, would say, "All right, lads, it's me." He'll lower the lantern again. "What time's it?" "About 10 minutes, boss." "All right. Well, put a cigarette out. We'll wait." And you'll see him turn the open the lantern. He'll sit down beside one of them, and he'll lower the lantern down to barely a hint of light. You can see it, but it's giving out no light at all.
Those of us above ground, should we try and get into a shadow somewhere so that if anybody does happen to be watching, it's harder for them to see us? Hide effectively. Hide so we can see that manhole cover and move cleanly to it.
If you want.
Yeah, sounds good.
So hiding, the houses around here are fenced, or they might have short, waist-high bushes housing them in. They're on a little bit of land.
Yeah.
So you might have to jump into a garden. Now all the lights are off, so you might have to jump into a garden and hide behind a bush or a low wall. But there's nowhere to really hide out in the open street. But there's no lights in any of the rooms on.
Even if we can sit under even if we can sit so that we are not in dim light but rather in actual darkness, just to make it even that little bit harder to spot us.
Okay, so you, just with the angle of the moon, there's the east-west
under an awning or something like that.
Or sorry, the north-south run of road. Yeah, you could just curl up on the outside of the wall of that house, and you'll probably be in darkness.
Yeah.
Ten minutes pass like this. At one point, there's the clatter of steel boots slowly sauntering, a pair of steel boots slowly sauntering the east to west road. It's two city guards chatting to each other, paying no attention. They pass through, not seeing you, and they disappear off, continuing westward, out towards the palace on the hill there, and out of sight. A moment or two after they pass from sight, you can hear a water splash from beyond the grate. There's a sense of magic in the air. You can hear him kind of bark under his breath to the guy beside him, "Put that out," and your man just flicks the cigarette into the sewer water. And you can hear a splash of them taking their feet out of the water and kind of standing up to attention. And those who can see so it's whoever has dark vision underground naturally, they can see darkness push through to about 2 feet behind the grate. And then slowly on one side, where there's a little raised lip that people can walk on, you can see the figure of a 5'2" cloaked man. Jet white skin come into play, his eyes cast in shadow. And again, it is as Fern had seen. Those spider silk motifed gloves and the hem of his silver tracings on his cloak.
Can I send my familiar quietly over towards the grate to try and kind of sneak around the room?
You can. It'll move towards the grate. It can look left and right, and you can see the sewers continue on. It's now full darkness in the sewers.
Yeah, and I don't think this thing doesn't have my devil's sight in the same sort of way. It's got regular dark vision, but
yeah. So it again approaches the grate, and you can hear it in your mind going, "Kill this one," as this creature approaches the grate, and you can hear the hilt of a dagger just being tapped on the grate twice. And then Hale pipes up and says, "Yeah, we're here. What is it we can do?" Guys, can I get everyone above ground except those whose sight is occupied elsewhere to make perception checks?
So I can do both, I believe. Don't think my eyes are
Cool. Okay.
compromised, if you know what I mean. I will read the feature again one more time to make sure, but I think
13.
Yeah, same 13.
Okay.
my feature that I'm using to look through Lawrence's eyes doesn't say I can't see through mine.
Grant. Okay.
Perceive through its
In
senses
that case,
until the
you
end of your
can
next turn, as long as, yeah.
you can make your roll as well then.
Yeah, where I think the old version did say that you couldn't, if that makes any sense. So, okay, perception roll. 18 plus 3, 21.
No, nothing. It seems quiet.
Ooh.
That's not a good sign.
All right. That red circle is the grate. You guys are hidden on the northwest side. The lights that you see on this graphic are not there. So the east-west is left and towards green and black. North to south is towards me and the other end of the table. So you guys are hidden. Yes, exactly. And you can be either side of the street, but that's kind of where you're hidden.
Be laid on the floor.
The sewer is, yes, Karen, you probably will have to. You're probably, the short wall that surrounds this dwelling is probably only 4 foot tall, and that's broader than your shoulders. The grate is where the orange hand is now. I'll just draw it. It's approximately there. The sewer is about 20 feet wide, with a 10-foot channel of deeper water running in the middle. And does it? So you hear in, sorry, so they're communicating. So you hear in a language none of you know some words. Sorry, no. You hear in common. I was trying to figure out which spell was being used. Whether it was comprehend language or speak many languages. I would speak many languages. So you hear in common. You have the next list. Spoken in this kind of effeminate but deeper kind of tone. You can hear Hale going, "Yeah, I got him here." And the payment. And you can hear a snarl of anger as he taps the hilt of his blade on the grate again. And a piece of paper goes from Hale to through the grate and is plucked from the air by the creature on the other side.
Sorry. So Hale and us are under the grate and the creature's on the top talking through it.
No.
No?
They're on the other side of the grate. The grate is a vertical grate running from
sorry. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's a grated tunnel. Yep.
Yes. So let's over here.
I think you'd be on the other side.
Guys, the invisible folk underneath, I would like to give me stealth checks with advantage because you're invisible.
Sure, we don't need it, but yeah.
Shall I roll stealth for my familiar as well? Because that is at the grate or possibly even through it at this point.
I think the familiar might occupy some quasi-plane of existence. I don't really know.
Up to you. Yeah.
30.
30,
21.
okay.
Yeah.
21, okay.
Rogues.
invisible rogues.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've rolled an 11.
That's a good roll.
What did you roll?
30. Oh, I rolled a 19 plus 11.
Yeah. Love it.
You can hear a 2-word bark in a language you don't understand. And then everyone in this junction here is... Sorry, fucking drawing tools. Is consumed in darkness, underground.
Oh boy.
And then you can hear footsteps running away to the north. The north being the non-player end of the table with all the bags and dice and shit.
Yep.
Shit.
Okay.
And then I'd like the people above ground to make an initiative roll.
Yeah, great. Yeah. I was going to say, I
So
at
the
this
running...
point-
Sorry.
yeah.
Did we hear the running away underground?
Yes.
Right.
They tweet something and you guys, they ran.
Huh. You can't see out of magical darkness, can you? It's just black.
You can. I can.
Yeah. Well, one.
So we ruled that we ruled that I can't see through magical darkness through Larry's eyes.
I think you can see
Sorry.
what I see, and if I see
Yeah.
darkness, that's what you see.
Yeah, reasonable. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't disagree with that. I think.
Oh,
Makes more
unless
sense.
Gav thinks something different. But I mean,
Um,
like, put it this way:
What's
how
the
about
range on your vision, Jed?
On my
Magical vision.
magical vision, I will
The
get
vision
it.
that can see through dark.
Yeah, absolutely.
120.
Well, my
Yeah,
thought process
we'll
is like you're hacking into a camera, so you have the capabilities of that camera. Because
Yeah.
he's seeing through my eyes mentally, so he can see what I see.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
I don't know. I don't know
think
that
I
his
agree with
bonus vision would work through my eyes because I don't have that. You know what I mean?
Okay.
I think I agree
go
with
with
that.
for the time being.
Again, it's like it's a bit of a nerf to Jed, but in my mind, that's more logical.
You're seeing
It's-
through that person's abilities, aren't you?
Yeah.
Not your own.
Yeah. I'm using
Okay,
your eyes
so-
rather than my own. Yeah.
The guys below ground, if you can, make initiative rolls as well. You could
Yep.
set everyone,
Where's
and then stick
my-
yourselves on the tracker.
Indeed, sir.
And I don't know who these orange and purple ones are. Are they to be removed?
Just
from the
gonna
tracker?
say, for the first time ever, I am outside of the tracker because I just rolled 27 on this.
Hell yeah, brother!
Fucking hell. We're going to need a bigger tracker.
I'll just put myself at 26.
That's good enough.
It only matters if
Yeah.
the fucking enemy rolls the same number. That's it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think any of the enemies are going to have +7 to initiative, so we're right. Not
Can
yet.
I roll
anyway.
initiative for my familiar, Kev?
You can.
Yeah.
No, have them react the same time as you. It's just easier.
Okay, sure. Yeah, fine. Yeah, I'll
You cast a spell through it, which uses your action, right? So it wouldn't make a difference.
Yeah, but there's other actions it can take.
Yeah, things they can do
so-
themselves.
It can use my attack, which I might do. So I can give it my attack. That's a warlock feature. But otherwise, it can do things like help or search. Or I was probably going to have it run after whatever was running away,
Yeah.
see if it could keep up with the
Cool.
escapees.
Cool.
Okay. Let's put it on a separate one if it's going to be doing something unique like that.
Yeah. So I'll roll in it. If I'm using the stats, I think we said it's got a +3. So
Yeah.
7.
Okay.
Back politely.
So, top of the round on 27. What are you going to do?
I
Jefferson.
am going to just book it through this darkness towards the sound of running things without being able to see at all. Let's do it.
Okay.
You're going to try and use echo fucking.
You're going
I'm
to
just gonna
run straight into the grate.
Yeah, I was about to say, you're going to
Yeah.
run straight into the grate.
So
Oh,
after,
there's a great. Sorry, I missed that.
It's like
no-
this is a wall of metal grate.
Metal.
Yeah, but there's
Yeah.
also people running this direction, Gav said as well.
no, I said the opposite direction.
No,
So
this-
They're running
is
north, which is away from
Away from it. Okay.
So what directions were there from memory in the sewers from where we're stood?
there was 2 long corridors at a crossroads centering on this grate here. They run east to west and north to south. There is no offshoots within 200, 300 meters of these.
So what,
There
there's
is
no sewers down there.
No, there is pipes feeding into the larger sewer outlets from
Yeah,
groups of
follow that.
houses and things
Follow
like
that.
that. Yeah, but there's the main sewers. Like, I haven't drawn up a map, but there's probably 40 main tunnels that service the whole
Yeah, I'm following.
the whole city.
And there's no way to squeeze through this grate.
Not at your size.
Not at medium. Yeah. Okay.
Not at small.
And we can't see
Probably.
it though, but we can feel it.
The grate.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, and Jefferson feels it pretty quick as he sprints down that direction. You could take a shot at, or I don't know.
Just fire a random shot down.
Advantage.
through the
Just
area.
fire a crossbow bolt down a tunnel.
Yeah, we can do that.
Take a shot at disadvantage.
At what though? Don't I need to be able to see a target to be able to shoot at it?
I don't think so.
If you can hear a target, you can shoot at it with disadvantage.
If you know something's, yeah.
I'll do that, and then I'll use a cunning action to go and run for the grate to get out onto the. Oh, hang on, let me roll that properly. To get out onto the road. 8 plus short bow plus 8, so 16. Does that hit something?
Let me check. You very well might. Yes, it does.
Do I get sneak attack?
Because you're hidden.
I'm invisible.
It'd be surprise, wouldn't it?
No, there's no surprise. Surprise works different now.
Yeah.
And you're in
People-
darkness.
The people who surprised.
yeah.
Yeah. Why does this thing not have a fucking AC? Oh, there it is. Sorry. Yes. What did you say? 16?
Yes.
Yes.
And do I get sneak attack?
It's the first hostile.
You are
allies.
hidden. It knows you're there. I think you might.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
Yeah.
So that's short bow, which is D6, right?
Trip attack it.
Ooh, that's a good idea.
Yeah, I will use a dice to trick attack it as well, so that means I'm rolling a total of 3d6 plus 5. That was terrible. 11 damage, and it falls prone, I believe. Or has it got a save?
I think it makes a save against prone.
Trip attack. If the target is larger or smaller, it must succeed a DC 15 dex. Or have the prone condition.
You hear a splash into pooey water.
How's that, boys? Disadvantage. Fucking. Just fire an arrow and it falls over.
Now watch this drive.
360 no scope.
Yeah.
And Jefferson, that splash happened about 60 feet, if you can judge the echoes and the noise distortion down here away.
not.
So it probably at the end, probably approximately there.
Yeah. Okay. I'm still going to use my cunning action to get out of there. So just I'm not fucking measuring.
Okay.
Just assume I've got out onto the top. Sorry. Thanks.
That's I'm going.
You're out of the darkness.
Yes.
You're
I'm out of the darkness on the road.
No, you're not on the road. The sewer is like there's a ladder there that needs to be climbed for 25 feet.
Yeah.
So it'll be another 1 round movement action to get back up onto the road.
You might not even want to.
Mm-hmm.
Is that your turn?
Yes.
Okay. Can I feel if this grate has hinges and a lock? Is there a gate in it? Feeling with my hands.
Yes.
Penis.
There, you can find a place for a key, and then you search around a bit more, and you find the hinges.
Thieves'
But the
tool.
hinges,
I would like
the
to try
hinges
and
have
pick them
been melted.
Oh, so it's not going to be openable. Because I was going to try to unlock it. Blind.
It will probably be unlockable, but the hinges have been melted. When you put your hands around them, it's like...
So it will not open.
Not that it
if I
exists
unlock it.
nowadays, but it's welding.
Fused. Yeah.
Yeah, fused.
Okay, and there's no way I can see through the hole.
The darkness you're currently standing in drops. Sorry, it dropped before your action.
Oh, it's dropped, so I can see through.
Yes.
Did
you
it
can
drop
see through
when I shot him?
Yes.
Oh,
you can
that's
see
how
through to the next darkness that
That would
exists.
probably
just beyond
affect
this one.
Sam's movement, I think.
I'm not sure
if
it would
dropped.
have, but you can.
Well, no, if he shot the guy and then the darkness.
Yeah, but there's
dropped.
another sphere of darkness beyond this one.
Where?
So two people's spells of darkness. Got you.
Can I see through the grate?
No. You can see through the grate to another darkness spell that goes to within 5 feet of the grate.
So I'm
only drawing them approx.
I can't see like there.
You can see there.
Okay, Misty Step, boom, and then I'm going to just, if I can see anything on the other side of the grate, I'm Misty Stepping through the grate.
You can.
Because I reread the rules. I have a 2nd level spell. I can use it once for free. So that is my thingy. And then how the fuck do rogues move? Because I'm just going to fucking sprint.
Use your bonus action as a cunning action to dash.
Misty Step's a bonus action, so I'll just...
So you can move 60 feet.
Yes, and then use my thingy. So...
Dash is an action
15,
and regular movement. Yeah.
30... And then... You know what, actually? I won't use the dash. I'm just going to fire a blind shot through the darkness. Or am I?
Okay.
Something running.
You can hear the sound of something running a little further away. The person who's down is
you know what?
making sound.
I'll use the full 60. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, it's about there. Let's say that square. So I'll just charge after this person, this individual, and end my turn. So stop at the name of Larry.
There's that fucking charisma.
You gotta do the accent there. You gotta do the accent.
Stop in the name of Larry.
I'll say so. Arrest that deportation.
Now you get back here, you young ragamuffin.
No, 15. Sorry, that's not where they go from. Ignore the small circle. 15. 30. So that is where the darkness ends of the second spell.
Oh shit, okay.
It was smaller than I thought. So
1,
you have
2, 3,
ran
4,
through
5, 6. Okay, so my 30 feet would get me like...
and you were still in the darkness there.
Yeah. Okay, I'll still take the dash and run.
Should have run so far. Oh, you could use your bonus, haven't you?
I was like next to the grate, I think. Or was I? No, I should actually be a little further back because I think I had to run like 10 feet to the grate. So I'm like that. And we'll call it, leave it at that for me. Because I wasn't pushing the grate. Sorry.
What's your dark vision range?
60 feet.
Up ahead,
yeah.
You see, just at about 60 feet away, you see a cloak of black, glimpses of silver, about to disappear off on initiative 15, which is next, into darkness. So now it's...
So I see the black with the silver which is
Yes.
what we were told what the elves were wearing. I will message. Oh, that's an action. No, I won't. Carry on.
I'm still seeing through your eyes.
Oh, so you'll have seen that. Yeah, okay, fair enough.
Yeah.
And
I
sorry,
was going to tell you.
About here, you see a face-down elf in the mud who's getting him back up.
Oh, nice.
I should have said that first. 60 feet beyond him is another one that just disappears. What happens is they turn, fire a projectile from their sleeve into this elf, who goes down back into the drink, and then they take their move action and move out of your sight further down.
Okay.
And then that's Karn's go? I still don't know the figures. Sorry, guys. Whoever's on 13.
Yep, that's Karn.
Is all that information being relayed? So I know that there's a dude
No.
that ran off down the thingy. So I don't know what's going on until.
There were people.
You've probably heard the twang of a. No, because the manhole cover isn't even open.
Yeah, sorry.
Right, I think you would have heard a twang of a bow. I don't think you hear anything, fortunately.
Can you hold an action?
I don't know what to do.
Do nothing. There's nothing you can do.
Yeah.
You can declare a hold action like I don't know. Up to you.
If I see someone start running, kind of thing.
Yeah.
Can you hold a I'll follow someone if they start moving?
Did I know there's a grate that's like obviously I'd
Yes.
had some information relayed.
I'd like to communicate at least what we were seeing before the darkness spell, before we rolled initiative, definitely.
Okay.
Is that fair, Gav? Yeah?
Yeah, okay, that's fair.
Yeah.
Give me 15. I've got 30 feet left. I'm going to move this way. I've got 60 feet of dark vision. Can I see any like entrances to the sewers in this direction?
You know that there's a grate there.
Yeah, I know there's a grate there, but can I see any, fucking man?
You know where
in
the
that
manhole
direction.
comes from?
No.
Yes. Okay.
Once you get into these smaller streets, they're much less common.
I'm going to use my dash. Move another 45 feet. Over here. And then I'm just going to ask the same thing. Can I see anything in this sort of vicinity?
No.
Okay. That is it for now. I'm not going to bother using rage.
I'll be ferned.
Okay. That's my turn, yeah?
Whoever's on 12.
Yeah, that's me. Right, okay. Is this elf dead?
You are above ground.
Yeah, but I
can
see it
through your eyes.
Yeah.
Yes.
That give us a medicine check.
Yeah, fine. Where are my skills?
+3.
Thank you. Glad that somebody's paying attention.
I always have everyone's sheets open.
19 then?
This elf is... He's lying face down in the drink.
Yeah.
And he's twitching in a way that looks like he's been poisoned. Or has broken his spine or something.
Okay, but not dead and can be stabilized?
Possibly.
He's moving.
Okay.
That vision thing is great, by the way.
Yeah, absolutely. And I'm going to... Jethro, you feel...
Who's that?
No. Fuck. Gex. Lauren, you
Larry.
feel...
Just call me Larry,
yeah,
that's fine.
Larry, you feel like a kind of... Almost like your blood is moving in a way that's not your own, if that makes any kind of sense. Like there's a horrible movement and twitch inside you and then inside your head. I'm going to cast Hold Person through Larry.
Oh boy.
And so the elf on the ground makes a wisdom save, which if it's incapacitated, I think it just fails automatically.
What does that feel like for me?
It feels bad for you.
Okay, cool.
You know, like when you have a fever and it feels slightly like your bones are loose inside your body.
I've never had a fever.
No? Okay. Well, that's what it feels like.
Okay.
How have you never had a fever?
I don't think I have. I have like cold sweats. Is that a fever?
It is not incapacitated. It is poisoned, so it has disadvantage on attack rolls and ability checks.
Yeah. I'll invite it to make a wisdom save, so there's no disadvantage on that, but the DC for my spells is 15. Nothing
And it's
insane.
Hold Person.
It's Hold Person, yeah. So I'm assuming this thing is, it's humanoid creature type, right?
Yep.
elf.
Does it count as a charm?
No.
Okay.
Against the paralyzed condition, not the charmed condition, so...
Gotcha.
It fails.
Fails. Cool. Okay. Yeah, it is held. That is my action. Do I have anything cool to do as a bonus action? I don't think so. Yeah, that's my... Yeah. And then as a, I'm going to stand and I'm going to move towards the grate, and I'm going to try the
as long
the
as
manhole cover.
you take a bonus action to maintain the connection.
Yeah, I'm maintain. Yes, I'm going to use my bonus action to maintain Gaze of Two Minds. That's fine.
So that is a
It'll be
bonus
an
action.
action,
Yeah.
I think, like an object interaction to open the manhole cover.
Okay. Well, yeah. I'm going to try and position myself so that it's so that I'm at it. Maybe I'm gesturing to Percy, for example, that it needs to be opened.
Okay. And so we go down to that. We look blue 7. I don't know.
That
who
is
blue.
the familiar.
Go for it.
That is going to dash after the escaping elf. So that has a regular movement of 40 feet. So it can move 80 feet.
Go for it.
And Larry, you'll just hear a splish, splish, splish in the sewer. And
I thought it could fly.
I don't think it can fly. It's invisible. Can it fly?
Okay.
I don't think it can fly, this one.
Okay.
I mean, you tell me difference, but...
Oh, also, irrelevant, but when I had heat stroke, I was up all night sweating, alternately sweating and feeling cold, so maybe that was like what a fever's like.
Kinda. There's
sweats.
Yeah, there's mad dreams and delirium as well, I suppose.
Oh, okay, yeah, no, I've not had that.
I can get that far, and then what actions can this thing take? Nothing fun at this point.
Cast an evil spell on me.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then after blue, we have Perseus.
Right.
I'm just gesturing to let you know that this needs to open.
Oh, I'm like 5 feet too far away from it to open it.
Like shoot it or
Let me
something.
move myself over. Yeah. If I was in the...
Oh no, I mean I've run out my movement. Like
Okay,
that's
yeah.
30 feet there.
If you didn't use all your movement, you could have jumped some to cover a bit more distance.
Don't know if jump works like that in this game. It's
It,
not the same as
if,
Baldur's Gate.
if you have the jump spell, it does.
Yeah.
Which I don't have.
Yeah. Whatever.
Sounds like a
Yeah,
skill
that's-
issue.
Do you not get cantrips as a paladin? That's weird.
The unit, like, that's pretty much me. Like, that's my movement down. I can't do anything.
You can use fucking action to move a bit further, and then next turn lift it.
Yeah, you could use your dash action to get there.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I'm thinking even then, what's the point? There's a grate there. We can't get past the grate.
Saves you 5 feet next turn. You could follow the big guy.
You can follow
That's
the
what
other
I'm.
people. Yeah.
That's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking it's better off just following Khan and finding another way on the other side of the grate. So I can't do. Perseus can't do much unless he's in front of them with his sword in his hand.
Mm.
Yeah, there are other people we could still fucking bring in. Find out when the next meeting is.
It's going to be next meeting after this one gets busted.
Maybe.
All right. Is that you, Jamie?
Yeah, that's me done. That's all I can.
Okay, back to the top of the round is Sam.
Two Gex on the other side of magical darkness. Next is the dead one. Not a lot I can do. I think I'm gonna go above ground. I don't know why these guys are trying to come down.
This is what I was thinking.
Yeah, right. I'm climbing up, dashing, using full movement, so 25 to go up. So 5.
So I'm going to say the grate is going to take 10 off your movement to get it off, opposed to making a strength check or whatever.
What?
So you basically
There's the
got.
manhole cover.
Manhole cover.
Oh, right. Yeah,
It's going to
sorry.
slow you down by 10, opposed to making a strength check to lift it.
Sorry, you said great. That's what was that? What?
Oh, sorry. Yeah.
Yeah,
So you got
no,
25 feet of movement left.
Yep, fine. That's it.
Cool. And then we go to Larry.
Oh, okay. Sorry. 1, 2, 3. I'll walk 20 feet over to this geezer. Is this guy where? So the guy that was running away was wearing the black cloak with the silver trim. Is this guy?
This guy is wearing a less elaborate version of it. This one has some sort of spider leg web motif. The one that you're standing over just has traces of a kind of an 8-pointed spider leg pattern that just runs the trim around the outside. He's currently face down in the water. There's no bubbles coming, and he's twitching.
Paralyzed magically as well, but you'll have felt that kind of coming out of you.
You know what? Yeah, I'll pull this person out of the murk and then lay them, sat up against a wall or whatever. What do they look like?
I'm gonna say you can stand them up.
Okay.
But you can't move them.
Okay, I'll stand them up. Look him in the face.
His eyes have rolled back in his head. All the veins of his bone white skin have been riddled with this black foul substance. He has black pupils, black irises and pupils, and he's got this jet black hair as the cloak falls back over him, as he's still kind of twitching. You can see his hands again have this black poison running through it. He has this long, curved kind of rapier blade by his side. And he's adorned, like I said, with this spider motif leather armor.
Can I?
He is as good as dead to your eyes.
But is he awake? I mean, no, sorry, no, not awake. Is he alive?
He is alive.
Will he die without any intervention from me?
Yes.
Oh, do I keep running or do I stabilize this person with a 0 bonus?
You've never seen. Do you have any experience with poisons?
Not really.
You could give us a nature check.
Oh wait, no! Fuck
check.
me! No, I have a poisonous kit.
Are you proficient with it?
Yeah. Wait, let me check.
Okay. Give us a.
Oh, I'm not proficient with it, but there's a. With regards,
you can identify a poison, I think, by it.
Yeah, let me just double check that. Poisonous kit, detect a poisoned object.
I'll, for the sake of this, call this fucker an object.
Is it worth it though?
No, you think detecting?
Fuck it. I'll take him out so he's not face down in the water. Okay. I don't know how to heal him, so I'm just going to keep running. But let's call it that my action.
He stays standing due to the magic from Fern.
I will sit him down.
No, he doesn't move.
Oh, okay, because Fern's holding person.
You can move him in. Yeah.
Okay, so I'll take his space out of the water, and then I'll just keep running, and I can take a dash as a bonus action, right?
As a rogue, yes.
Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I run about like that far, and I've left.
And your dark vision is what?
60 feet. Say I'm in this square. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. Yeah, about 50.
So you can see the back of this taller elf. She is running along the side of, which is probably kind of there, but obviously there's no houses, there's no obstruction.
Yeah.
She's running along the least shitty part, and she is running away, and you can see the glow of magic in front. You know, her hands are doing something.
Yeah.
She is preparing a spell.
Okay. That's my turn. I'm just continuing pursuit.
It is now both the Dark Elves' turn. The guy who is currently twitching is taking a con saving throw.
Yeah, it does that at the end of its turn, yep.
Which he fails. And then the other one casts a spell and vanishes into a portal of darkness.
Bugger.
And we'll call it there for the evening.
Okay.
Okay.
Exciting.
We found the drow bastards.
Yeah. I've remembered that Gav doesn't fuck about.
The what?
Don't talk about the drow. Don't talk about the drow. We found the drow.
Goddamn albinos.
No, just like when you do something silly, there are consequences. It's fun.
Yeah.
Ooh, let's find these guys and stick them up.
This was always set up as a kind of an introduction to them, so
yeah.
There was some stip ends, there was some things you could get out of it, and there was some things that were more or less inevitable.
Yeah.
But next week it'll hopefully open up and give you a lot more options.
Cool.
And a lot more information.
Cool.
Cool, guys. Thank you.
Thank you.
Excellent.
Good crack.
2 little, like, small initiatives in the same session.
Yeah, we got 2 out of the way.
Yeah, I wasn't expecting.
Well, considering new class.
Everyone else is getting angry at him while I was just like, knock him out.
And I might have missed it. What happened to our dude who we were following?
Hale.
At the start of the initiative, yeah.
He ran away.
Water somewhere. Yeah.
So Hale and the 2 boys are. So if you guys want to make any changes, because I save the table to the workshop every evening after a game, so I'm updating it now.
All good.
All good, okay.
For
I'll
me.
sort out proper dice next week.
Sweet.
So, the Hale and his two boys are still there.
Yeah.
Hale is showing bravado, after the shit settles, so to speak, in the sewers. Hale is showing bravado amongst his boys and will probably send them away. Right, thanks, lads. Night's work's over.
Thank you, Gav. Yep.
Go to ground.
No, he's.
But then it's like he is shitting himself, or he like, it's like he knows what these people are capable of, and he's assuming that you guys don't.
It will be fine. We're off.
Because the woman that got away, he's terrified of, and that's obvious. Maybe not our hireling or henchman, but he's terrified of this other one.
Yeah, okay. I was asking because Sutton wants to kill this piece of scum.
Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah.
All right. Good crack. Very getting interesting.
I'm not just going to kill him, though. I want to convince the lieutenant that he needs to die.
Oh, Hale.
Yeah, that piece of scum, yeah.
I want to make best friends with Jim, young Jimbo.
Like it.
He might need a new, a new
He
job.
might need a new sugar, I was going to say sugar daddy. He might need a new thief
Patron,
boss
yeah.
to tell him what to do. Yeah.
Definitely.
All right.
Anyway, good night.
Very good job, sirs. That was enjoyable.
Bye, bye,
I
bye.
shall also good night.